Hello everyone and welcome to Daedra and Deathclaws. We've got no Lauren tonight, but the rest of us are here. We're ready to go. We are in a cavernous dungeon, and Lazalia was preparing her bow to shoot this perfectly innocent person just standing up there minding his own business in the back of the head. So,
yeah, coming.
Why don't you go ahead and roll?
Because we sneak.
You sneaky sneaked.
Okay.
I think Talent was
And I'm
going
gonna
to
do a lightning
arrow?
Achoo! Thank you. I couldn't remember what the hell it was called. That would be a 3 and an 18 makes 21.
Math.
The 21 will hit.
Thank God.
You rolled a 3?
I rolled a 3.
Man, your dex is out of here.
I have killed his dice because that's his dice. So I got 2 of those and 2 of those.
Good thing I'm a cleric.
What do I do? Oh. 2d8 plus 5. And I get, are you using?
2d6.
2d6 for that. Plus I get 2d6 for,
So you need 4d6.
Mom.
Here, have some water.
No, it's okay.
I just need one more.
Oh,
Just
okay.
one.
There you go.
Okay.
4d6. Get wrecked.
Get wrecked. That's 10. That's 22. 27. Ah!
Alright, yeah, with 27, you draw back your bow, you let loose a lightning arrow, and it's got a faint crackle as it soars through the air. It plants square in his back and it throws him forward. He catches himself on the desk and slowly turns around as you can see the little bits of arcs of electricity arcing off of his body.
I don't suppose I could whip another one, could I?
That will be time to roll initiative.
Oh.
Our
I have
sneak attack.
decided that his hair is like this.
Okay.
Awesome.
I like it.
He is surprised.
Alright, we'll get everybody's initiative real quick.
19. Do you want to bring this to the big board, or we...
It's
Okay.
just this guy, we're good.
That's a 19 on the initiative.
Lord. Okay.
I'm going up by 1 each roll, so maybe by the end I'll be rolling good. That's 16.
Listen, you guys.
Oh.
You play nice, okay?
Lauren's roll
play
is
nice.
also 16.
You roll good for Sandra.
What's your wisdom?
I feel that I'm very smart, actually.
I didn't ask what your intelligence was. I asked
Oh.
what your wisdom was.
Are you sure that I'm intelligent?
It's positive.
Yeah, it's 14.
Okay, she goes first.
Okay, and
Oh,
Aurelian.
right. That's
What about you?
blah blah blah. That's going to be 27.
Alright, Aurelian has the first turn, as he's just turning around to see who in the heck shot him with a lightning arrow.
Wasn't me.
Whomst did it?
Whomst dare?
Well, you know, we don't know what he's doing up there.
Cast brick.
In one hand, I am holding my Paarthurnax.
You're a lizard?
Yes, because earlier he was like, "Let me get a right." So
okay, so
heck
you're not
no.
squishing him.
No, I'm holding him firmly so that he can't get away. He's like a little sausage, like in between my
What if you
hands.
make him your arcane focus? Wouldn't that be neat?
You ever seen the video of like the cat machine gun?
Yeah.
Just
Meow. I do that with Yoshi all the time. It's a pump shotgun.
Sorry.
So I'm like holding him, and I just sit there, and I go like, and I'm gonna fire an ass. I am going to
You're gonna fire an ass.
fire an acid arrow.
just blast an ass all over the place.
Sorry, I've been
That's
talking.
my job.
Capping his ass.
I've been talking all day, so the ability to do that is poor right now. Oh, that is going to be a 22.
Oh shit.
22 hits.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so then I do 3.
Are you firing this acid arrow past Paarthurnax?
He actually was super excited to be a part of the action, and he just he opened his mouth, his tongue rolled out, and just.
I was like,
So
otherwise
then,
we're gonna call
if
the
it looks like he's gonna
SPCA.
participate and not run away, I'll just sort of
Cock his tail back.
point him
Oh, he's
so that
kicking
his face is going out that way as I pull.
He charges up kind of like a plasma gun. He glows where her fingers are, and
Oh,
then
that's
the
neat.
glow goes right back through him, shooting.
I like that.
13.
Ooh.
13, 28
28
points
All right.
of damage.
So that was pretty quick. He got blasted in the back with that lightning arrow, and just and then caught an acid arrow to the face, and is just like Indiana Jones melting down to the ground, screaming on the way down.
He's like,
Not for long, he's screaming.
he is like the skeletons he has summoned.
Now, I hope he was a bad guy.
He
I
had,
guess
a,
we'll never know.
he had a necromancer thing on his chest.
The skeleton he had guarding him collapses as well.
Oh, because the focus is gone.
Sigmund
Yeah, it's a very
started to
important-
yell. He was like, "Dance Oh, never mind. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for showing up.
Taking all the fun.
I'm gonna high five Azalea we the strong bitches here.
Yeah. Girls rock.
Paarthurnax leaps off of your hands and runs over and starts kind of gnawing on him.
He doesn't does he have teeth?
I think he's got those teeny tiny lizard teeth that are just
Shreddy teeth.
you know, just like butter knife teeth. You
Is
know,
he
just the little serration in the butter knife.
Bad.
But he's just he's trying to tear off a finger right now.
Damn it.
Okay, I want to go through the books. I see.
Book of Daedra, Ancestors and the Dunmer, The Warrior's Charge, The Arcturian Heresy.
What's that sword?
That is a steel dagger of diminishing.
Ooh. What is
I think I'll take that.
Okay, mark it down.
the Arcturian heresy? That sounds heretical.
That would be implied by the word heresy.
I'm gonna take it and throw it in the fire.
Okay.
Nonsense for witches, or so I've heard.
You do realize that book burning is typically thought of as a bad practice that removes intelligence from the world, right?
But when the church does it, it's fine.
No, it's
Really
even worse.
Specifically, when the church does it, it's fine.
No, really
no,
not.
It's not.
Well, it's already on fire.
So I'll take the petty soul gem as well, but I'm not gonna take it right now. It'll
Yeah.
get
We'll
looted.
loot it all post game, no worries.
That enchanting table, I'm gonna try to cleave into with my great sword.
Okay, yeah, roll strength.
You're just frustrated because you didn't get to actually fight
I
the
am
person.
doing Talos's work here.
Yeah, whatever.
19.
I think just Lad would have been because he had interest in a enchanting table at one point. Would have been
I would say, I would hazard to guess that he uses Mage Hand to lessen the blow of the sword. It already wasn't coming down super strong, but it just sort of chips and jackknifes into the wood, and it doesn't really get anywhere.
Please, these tables aren't inherently evil, says just Lad.
I beg to differ. The three-eyed skull with horns.
Do you realize I could make that? All it would take would be a skull, a drill, and some goat horns.
What's a drill?
It's just a little device that you use to you use
Oh,
it
right, yeah, we got drills
woodworking.
this time. There are hand drills. Those exist. Yes,
In fact, the Vikings used chest drills, where they used the weight of their chest to bear down and crank it.
That's so cool.
Oh my goodness, you learned something today.
I learned
Look
something.
At that.
I learned stuff from Daniel. It's possible. I am an
Learn stuff
archaeologist.
all the time.
So, what is our next step in this
To
wretched
pick
place?
to pick up Paarthurnax
Yeah.
And
he's got a good grip. You've really got to wrench him away.
just cut one of the fingers off.
No, I don't want to. I will cut off a little. I don't have a dagger anymore. I gave you my
I
dagger.
pull one out of my boot.
I've got lots.
Okay, I will take a dagger back, and then I will just like skin off. Like if it looks like he's rotting at all, because I mean it looks like he's a necromancer. Then I'm just going to like do that like thing that you do with dogs, where you and pop out the jaw.
He's in good health.
Okay.
Bit dirty.
Then I'll just like shink a chunk of flesh off of like his forearm or something, and just be like just like a piece. Just be like, Paarthurnax, here you go.
He wrenches off the finger and then just like gulps it back.
I
And
grab him while he's not attached to the main
I
body.
understand he's a necromancer, but like desecration of the dead, anyone?
Does he have anything on him, like money or anything that would?
Oh
be...
yeah, sure, loot the corpse. Yeah, 100%. That's not desecration of the dead.
Yeah, we'll take
No
that
problem.
too.
13 gold, a
You've
scroll,
never
and
had a
thistle
problem
branch.
with this before.
You didn't take my steel dagger. You took
Yeah, but I
his.
didn't kill him,
Wonderful.
so I'm mad about it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the whole
That's the
problem.
whole
You've got
thing
little
here.
man syndrome going on there, buddy.
Yep.
I'm bigger than you.
And
How can I be little man?
You are the youngest in the group. You're little.
By 4.5 months.
you're just feeling out of sorts because you didn't get to play.
What's in the cages over there?
Bloody rags and iron arrows. And
Is that a corpse or is he alive?
that is a corpse.
Oh. Are you sure? Could we revive him?
I don't know how to do that yet.
Yeah, the chained up corpse lies dead on the ground.
Is his chains...
Can we get in there and maybe at least put him in a
Bring
comfortable
him position?
bring him out and put him in a comfortable position?
Oh, I'm going to bury him outside.
Let me just
Yeah.
move Lydia over real quick.
We're just starting.
Oh, it didn't work.
Lydia!
We'll take him out on the way out. I'm not saying we do it right now, but at least
Okay.
get the cage open.
Yeah.
I'll
Aren't you-
unlock it.
You'll certainly try.
Hey, you're right. I will certainly try. Oh, that's a 9. That one. And then I do my fee. Okay, stop it. Sorry. Thievery. Ooh, 24.
Yeah, I guess it done just fine. There he is, chained up by the wrist.
Good golly.
Does
People
the-
are so evil.
Because the chain, I presume the chain has a lock on it too. Like the shackle.
Yeah, shackled to the wrist.
Me again?
Yep.
Please.
Ooh, 25.
25 does it just fine. You free him from his trappings.
Question: does Skyforged steel work like adamantine, where it's like more effective on objects?
It's not so much adamantine as more like Damascus.
Okay.
It's
Right.
just better, but not like
Legendary.
mythologically better.
Better.
10-4.
Well, there he is.
I'm gonna like haul him up and out. Is he like? He doesn't look too dead.
He's recently dead, but he appears to have been a fairly emaciated old man to begin with.
So I'm gonna haul him out and just kind of prop him up. You know,
That
maybe on
is-
that table there,
Yeah.
just to on the way
Oh,
out.
on the
Next to his heart.
Oh,
table full of blood and yeah.
I'm just gonna push that off the table.
Does it look like
Oh,
that?
she died! It's hot! Good God!
Does it look like that's his heart?
No, his chest was still chesting.
I was teasing a little bit there.
Okay, because I was gonna say if it looks like it's his heart, then
Just
I
kinda
will
Cram it back in
put
there.
it back in. I will do prestidigitation to clear the surface so it is no longer bloody,
Okay.
so that he can be rested upon it.
I think we should probably like take the heart out and bury it too, because
Yeah.
it must have belonged to somebody.
Yeah.
Get the good old canoptic jaws.
Just Lad will just use Mage Hand to just sort of like pick it up and put it beside the corpse on the table reverently.
Just like that. Look at that.
Yeah. Wow, that's a roly-poly heart.
It's still beating!
I love the physics in this game.
I know, they're so weird.
Also, what bothers me, sorry, this is like from a scientific perspective. Why is the heart still red? It should not have blood in it still. If the heart was removed.
But
So
you
then
realize
you would
that,
recognize what it is.
well, yes, but also when you kill something, you have to specifically drain the blood. So if you're not like doing the process, there's still blood in meat.
Just loud pokes at the heart. Sort of in a curious, studious manner, just sort of examining the ventricles and...
With the mage hand?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I try to like slap the mage hand, but like obviously my hand just goes right through it.
Yeah, you get some blood on your hand trying to get in there. Yeah.
I just cast prestidigitation and go, okay, enough! Let's continue on! Jeez!
Yes. What were we doing in
Going
here
in-
anyway?
Going further down the cave.
I think the whole party has caught my ADHD.
You think?
Oh.
Oh, a
I
chest!
think that's the chest we passed by on the way in.
I don't want to take Meridia's beacon.
Nonetheless, it calls to you.
Oh.
Well, maybe not you specifically, but Lazalia seemed most interested by this chest. She's the one who opened it, and inside found a white stone that seems to absolutely thrum with energy.
A new hand touches the beacon. Listen, hear me and obey. A foul darkness has seeped into my temple. A darkness that you will destroy.
What the hell is this?
We don't hear you.
Turn my
Just her.
beacon to Mount Kilcreath. And I will make you the instrument of my cleansing light.
What was that?
What was what?
What are you talking about? Why does it look like you're listening to something? Nobody's said anything. You just touched something. You were waiting to see what other loot's in the box.
No, there was a lady talking.
Just Lad, are you going crazy?
A lady?
No,
Is
no.
there a lady in the beacon?
In the gem that
In
you
the
picked
gem?
up?
Yes, in this. I don't think
I-
she's actually inside.
I like pick it up and I'm like, hello, tiny lady!
No, not inside. It's coming from the beacon.
I lift it up to my ear. Does it burn me, like as a Daedric artifact?
Nope.
Okay. And I like
You don't.
shake it.
You don't know that it's a Daedric artifact.
This is me asking, like,
Meta
Fair.
question for the purposes of... Yeah,
Fair
it's
enough,
fair
fair
enough.
Does he hear anything?
I like shake it, like
Absolutely nothing. But you feel an intense feeling of
Like, hey, that's mine.
stop screwing with that and give it back to me.
Yeah, that.
I don't hear anything.
I put it in my backpack.
There's no tiny lady in there. I'm concerned about your well-being.
It could be a religious artifact. Might be a god speaking to her. That would be entertaining.
It's mine.
I'm not wanting to take it away from you.
I'm just saying it's
Did
mine.
the lady in the rock say her name?
I don't remember.
Did she? I think she did.
This relies upon her memory.
Oh, you guys are screwed because I don't remember. Go what?
I remember something about take it to Mount Kilimanjaro. Kilcreath. Mount Kilcreath. Write it down.
Oh, I guess I should do that, shouldn't I? I know that I am going to become a cleansing tool.
A cleansing tool.
Yeah.
For.
Do you want to become a cleansing tool?
Well, apparently that's what she said.
I mean, cleansings can be good. Cleansing a wound helps prevent infection.
Sounds like Stenda.
I have to go to...
Also sounds like a racist Nord.
I have to go to somewhere. Yeah.
Kilcreath. Kill Mount. Kilcreath.
A scaled helmet of eminent magicka?
This lad says, that's ominous.
But she sounded so like she needs help.
But does it not seem strange for a stranger to tell a stranger to be a cleansing light?
Wait, you said she. This was a female voice that spoke to you.
Yes. Yeah.
And
for
she
sure.
wanted you to cleanse things. Does
Yeah.
this, it sounded
I
like...
hope she doesn't want me to do laundry because I don't like to do laundry.
Well, there are female of the 9, and there's the Bella, and who's concerned with love and beauty. There's Mara, the mother of mercy, and there is the Kinnereth, the goddess of nature.
No, I didn't get the impression that they were any of those.
This
That,
one,
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
this one is quite confident it is not laundry you will be cleansing. But what do you think it is you must cleanse? Is it undead?
Can Gislad actually ask if you would be so kind, just opening your bag so I might have a look upon it to see if I can determine the magical essence of the gem thing?
Are you going to touch?
He will like
He's gonna seriously put his mage hand behind his back.
he will put both behind his back
All right,
and just like you hold it open. I have a look.
I hold it open.
Or this one has a look. Oh.
And like,
Ooh, that's a natural 19 plus 11 is 30.
30 in Arcana. He, while not grasping the full particulars of it, he gets a sense of the thrumming power of this artifact. And it doesn't glow in the backpack, but it feels warm to look at.
Okay. Any indication of like, is this something that's neutral in nature? Is it positive in nature? Is it negative in nature? It's like we just came from a necromancer's place, like around the corner.
I would say that it is not so much positive or negative, so much as bright and warm.
I get a this one gets a bright and warm feeling from it. Nothing negative or disastrous.
So happy, bright and warm is happy.
Well, not also, I don't get from it a overwhelmingly positive or happy divine from it either. I just get a neutral sort of warm light.
I would like to cast Augury, and I would like to ask the question of what will be the outcome if we follow where this beacon is telling her to go.
Okay. And what specifically does Augury say?
So Augury basically just gives a wheel or woe or neutral. So it's either like there will be a good outcome of the thing you're asking me, or there will be a negative outcome of the thing you are asking me,
Or a neutral.
or a neutral outcome.
Depending on the view of the god.
And I would like to use my Amulet of Talos as my casting thing, and if it is a good thing, it will be cold. It will get cool, and if it is a bad thing, it will get hot.
Okay. The spell can predict results up to 30 minutes in the future.
So if we start following this thing now, is that a good thing?
You feel nothing.
I do believe that this is beyond the future of this object is beyond the scope of my immediate clairvoyance.
How so? Says Arian.
Well,
Need name tag.
well, you see, this spell only tells me things in the near future. It does not foresee it does not have the power of an Elder Scroll. It can't tell me the far-flung future. Only if the parties, soon to be taken actions are positive and negative, they will, neutral, whether they'll be good for us or bad.
So, what do you normally feel?
Well, if it's a good decision, if I'm at the path, and I say if I go right, and it is a good thing that I go right, then the amulet will be cool, like a refreshing spring. If it is bad that I go there, it will be hot, like putting your hand on a scalding pot of tea.
And if it's neutral?
It will do nothing.
And what happened this time?
Nothing.
So it could be a neutral result.
It could be a neutral result, but often this is an indication that it is beyond the scope of my immediate.
Gods, I say we do it, or at least get closer and figure out what's going on.
Well, ain't nobody taking this puppy from me.
Well, I'm not
I didn't say
planning
take.
on it.
Well, alright.
This one thinks it may mean things to kill, but also things to loot.
Mm. That's a good thing. I think looting is a good thing because we need some. I need money because I need to get more arrows. I'm running out of enchanted arrows. I don't need arrows. I need enchanted arrows.
It would also be good for us to get money so that we can pay our new house caretaker.
And who's Carl?
He's. We're not paying you.
We're not paying you. We'll pay Lydia before we pay you.
You get paid in exposure.
Good thing my rent is 800 exposure.
We've paid for him for a month, so
Yes.
yeah. And
Yes.
it's not that I don't have money, because I do. It's just that it's a little bit on the lower side.
And that always makes me nervous because I am slightly dragon, if you have noticed. And I like to hoard wealth.
I don't know. You were giving it away all the time.
May I have that helmet?
Yes, that is a +4 to your spellcasting stat.
Oh, hell yeah. I imagine it instead of that helmet, because that one's kind of lame.
You don't get a choice. You
I want
get
this
what
one
the
with
game-
the big horns.
This is what you get.
Damn it.
It's magic, it's just not that kind of magic.
I just want that one.
Sandra, the Ring of Eminent Stamina gives a +4 item bonus to your dexterity.
I'm already at it. 20 for my dex.
20 is not the maximum.
No.
Oh.
That's a 5th edition thing. You can go as high as you want.
Oh, I feel like my charisma has dropped somehow.
So
Oh no, I'm on the wrong sheet. I'm at 24 for my charisma, with all of the pluses that I have.
how would I put that in?
I'm not sure exactly. We'd have to sort it out, or John might be able to help
We
you
can do
figure
it
that
on
out.
break.
Yeah.
It would just replace whatever your current
Item bonus
item
is.
bonus is.
Yep, we can sort that out on break.
Well, I've got one item bonus that gives me 2, but another from the touch.
Yeah.
Item bonus and status bonus are different, but you
So
can't
they can
have
stack.
2 item bonuses. You can only have 1.
Yeah, so you would take the better of the two, which would be this ring.
Gislad says to Sigmund, if this one is preoccupied with the size of the horns on his helmet, this one may be able to assist.
Delightful.
This one has been working on how to weave more magic into his crafting.
Ooh, very nice. Helm of Eminent.
This one would like to say that size is not everything.
I was going there, but
It is not the size of the boat, but the motion of the ocean.
Exactly.
Now, this is why I was dissatisfied with you trying to destroy the table over there. That is a necessary component of magical crafting.
Also,
Very well.
if you think about it, is a sword evil?
no, it's the
No.
person wielding it.
I mean, like, and I pull out my straight, non-magical, hinky-dinky dagger.
Okay, fine. That one isn't. But I've seen some evil swords.
Sure.
They exist.
Sure, but just because something is, like, is your creepy helmet of magicka, is that bad? No, it just looks odd.
Next, I would like to see if we can hunt an elk. Or I want stag horns, because what is it? Shore's wife is Kine, and which is like the Nord Kinnereth, and I'm like, I want to honor the homie Kinnereth, because she cool.
Okay, so I think we've spent enough time at this box. Shall we continue on to the cold and see if we can find anything else in here?
Yeah, we're going in more, right?
Yeah, which is this way.
I think so.
Oh, stairs down.
Do 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 do.
And light down.
Do 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 do. Do do do.
As before, skeletons are pretty easy for you guys, so we don't need to stop for them.
What you?
I use my newly powerful divine lance to crack it.
Yeah, Divine Lance splatters one.
Yeah,
Hold
we'll
on.
give him that.
If we had seen that before it had done the thing, Gislav would have used his mage hand to take the crystal off.
Absolutely. That's a pretty obvious one.
Yeah.
So he's got that petty soul gem, if you would mark that down, please.
Yep.
The stairs continue.
Is it an empty
I
petty?
totally thought you were gonna say, "Hey, no, we don't want to go out yet."
What
Yes,
is?
it is empty.
I
Are we sure?
saw a staircase behind us.
Yeah.
I thought we had come from that other direction, because this doesn't look familiar.
Is there anything?
What
other
about
than-
over there? Up there where the fire is.
That's where we came from
That's
just
where we
now.
just came down.
Did we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Because
How
Oh,
are
okay,
you
those
going out
cells.
to Skyrim so quickly?
we came from this direction.
Yes.
Because it was a small cave.
So, sorry, I was writing things on the computer. If we're going the other way, do we pop out in Skyrim?
It
We
did
could,
say
we could
Skyrim.
pop out at the different place that has.
Oh, we wouldn't know that it's Skyrim. Sorry.
We could pop out at a different place that's useful. Perhaps there's a wood wall there.
Yeah. We've gone through a mountain. Maybe there's
Invariably.
something.
Listen for the shouting of the ancient lords.
Trust me. Have you ever been vibrated so hard that your teeth rattle?
Oh my.
I cannot say that I have.
This
They-
one is not appreciative of your insults to my driving.
It was a
Well, who said we were talking about your driving?
solemn life in the army.
I just mean, like, have you ever been, like, just, like, I don't know, playing with your sister and you just sort of, like, shake each other so hard that you just sort of, like, no?
Freya was more of a slapper and a pincher than she was a shaker.
Fair enough.
Perfect.
I'm trying to think of something that would be game appropriate for like a vibration. I don't know. His driving when it gets really, really bad on those bumpy rocks, and it's just like tick, 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 and how your teeth rattle. Yeah, it's sort of like that. It's not happy.
This one can say from experience, they are impossible to miss.
Yes.
Well, perhaps we should venture out of this hole.
We can always come back through it.
We can.
And who knows, maybe this way, because like the other direction is pretty much water. So maybe this way would be a better place
Oh my.
for burying a body. There's a big
Oh
rib
yeah,
cage.
we didn't really go back for the guy.
Well, no. But we don't have to right yet, so long as we... It's a huge rib cage.
Probably a mammoth.
There's a dragon.
Off in the distance, from a distance. I mean, this looks much farther from water. It would be a better place to bury him.
Very well. I'm gonna go back into the cave and collect the body.
Yeah, you go fetch the old man.
I'm gonna pick some flowers. Like, I just saw some wildflowers.
What's this?
Oh,
There appears to be a camp just over there.
appears to be a camp.
But there are some flowers. You've got some tundra cotton here, some mountain flowers.
Some blue mountain flowers and some tundra cotton. So I'm just gonna make like a little bouquet that we can
I'm just gonna bury him like in front of that little
Cairn?
cairn there. Yeah.
Yep. And I will, like, just like sort of like dig a well and just sort of like put the bouquet of flowers so it's kind of like in the dirt so that it doesn't just like blow away.
Yeah. It's a humble grave. It takes you, we'll say, the better part of 2 hours to dig it. In that time, it's getting to be quite dark out. The stars are shining above, and you hear the din, and you see the faint glow of a fire from a camp just over these rocks here.
I
Maybe-
am concerned.
Maybe we should go back into the cave, have a sleep, come out.
I still feel relatively fresh.
I mean, I feel completely fine. I could go again.
We could use the darkness as our ally.
I mean, you clank though.
I don't clank that
During
much.
during the 2 hours when he's digging the hole, I'm gonna open my backpack and talk to see if it'll talk back to me.
It says nothing. You still feel the thrum of power and the faint warmth and glow. As you're sort of holding it and thinking, you raise your hands just to sort of see if you can get some better light, and to your surprise, when you hold it up to the sky, the stars shine even brighter through the stone.
Curiouser and curiouser.
You're digging a hole. You
I am
notice
digging a hole.
nothing.
I'm good at digging holes.
So it's opaque then? Like you can see through?
It appears to be opaque, like not unlike a frosted glass, but when you hold it up above your head, all of the stars that you see in the sky are stronger and brighter when shining through the stone to you.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if anybody wants to look through it.
I mean, it doesn't take me long to pick flowers. I'll have a look.
But you can't touch it. You just have to
Nope.
look through it.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I'll just sort of like.
Do the stars seem brighter?
Just Lad will join you. He'll just sort of like lay on the ground at your feet and just sort of like cock his head, trying to get the best look. Yes, the stars do shine brighter through this stone.
They do. It's very cool.
What purpose could that serve? This voice who speaks to you.
I mean, maybe. I mean, I know that people use stars for navigation, so maybe being able to better see the stars would be beneficial in that way.
Perhaps it's leading you somewhere.
Do you hear that music?
No.
It sounds godlike.
I hear the crickets. Speaking of gods, and I'm going to stand over the grave. I'm going to hold my amulet of Talos. Hear my prayers from the Vakatosh and grant peace to these, and I point at like the body but also the heart, these departed souls. Just a quick, and then I'm going to throw the grave dirt on top.
Very good.
Does his religious speakings do anything to the beacon?
Nope.
Okay.
Just Lad will join you in reburying the fellow, just sort of standing there solemnly while just like his crossed nub is mage handing dirt to help
Oh, that's nice.
in the process. Helping but not exerting himself in any way.
Very well. And I just pat the earth down and now let's go deal with these.
This one has a concern to bring to the group. This beacon that speaks to you,
Do you think they'll steal it?
I do. This one does not know, but it is possible that they are here searching for it.
For the beacon.
This one does not know. We only know there is a camp over there. But it would seem that something so precious, with a group of people nearby, should warrant extra caution.
What do they look like?
Can I like just like while just Lad's doing that, just sort of go over to the
Let's peek.
rock and like peek over and just see if I can see anybody, the sizes in particular, because I saw a mammoth rib cage right there, which terrifies
Is that
me.
like a cage?
Yes.
I'm also seeing what I think is like 2 stingers.
You see a cage and an elk just sort of foraging.
2 elks. I see 2 elks.
Foraging
What?
about, and 2 or 3 individuals you can see in the camp. You're not sure. There may be more than that.
Do you
Do they look
remember?
humanoid, or do they look like giant kin, or...
They look humanoid, but it's other than that, it's difficult to tell from this distance.
Do you remember we saw a cage before with a funky animal
Bug.
in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was people standing around that one too.
Yes. They didn't have elk around them, though.
Yeah, but
Are we
elk
in the
are
Reach right now?
super
Are we in like the
smart.
Markarth?
You're not sure. You entered the cave.
We don't know where we came out.
It was west of your homestead that you entered the cave.
Yeah, we're very much not in Markarth. We were not traveling long enough for this to be Markarth.
But it still could be the Reach.
No, I think we're in like Winterhold, White River, what? White Run
May I see the map,
is
please?
just like over there.
Where do you think we are?
We entered it about here. So I'm thinking that we're just like about here, looking out this way. Because there's that one random hill right there.
Elkhood is the only reason I ask is Elkhood is making me think of the Forsworn. We could be dealing with the Forsworn. Well, perhaps with either
There's a dragon!
Yes, it's been flying
off in
over
the distance.
off in the distance.
In the far, far distance. Alright, well here's what we're gonna do. You both are powerful at the range. I will approach these individuals cautiously. Please watch my back and skewer any of them who makes a hostile move, if you please.
What does Paarthurnax think of this?
You actually can't find him at the moment.
How? He is my familiar! How is he being such an ass?
Clearly not very familiar.
I go back in the cave.
Don't go back in the cave! Watch my back. Please.
This one hates to see you go, but loves to watch you leave.
Is there an HR department for our party?
Nope, sorry. Because you would be in trouble all the time,
All the
mister.
time.
Lydia says, I will accompany you as well.
Very well.
2 people.
Is less suspicious than 1.
1 is easy to ambush. 2 isn't necessarily a show of force, but it's a bit more complicated.
Reasonable.
Should we make it 3?
No, you stay here with your bow, and
If we bring too many, it may seem as though that we are attacking them,
Yes.
and maybe we will, but it doesn't make for good conversation. Plus, you are very good at a distance.
I'm gonna just stand behind a rock so I can look over at them.
Just over on like
With my
this
backpack
side.
still on and cinched super duper tight.
Yeah.
keep an arrow knocked, if you please.
Can't see much from there. You could get up to one of those rocks. It's a bit of a distance, but it's not unfeasible. You could totally crouch behind this rock.
Yeah.
Little sneaky
yeah.
sneak. Yeah.
Ooh, what about that one up there? Yeah, that's better.
That works fabulously.
Okay.
So I'm hidden.
All right. Do you go back to the cave searching for Paarthurnax? Okay.
Where the hell is my fucking wizard?
Are
He's
you?
not gonna get any choice. He's just
Ngang,
gonna...
ngang, ngang. There's a body in there.
Are you still proceeding without Urian?
Yeah, no, we'll be fine, probably.
Okay.
I don't know, you only have 76 hit points.
So you approach. They're all sort of just standing around their fire waiting for dinner. Do you say anything?
Good evening.
What are you doing here?
We are but humble travelers, and we saw your fire, and we just wanted to greet you.
Well, consider us greeted. You can keep moving now.
What's with the cage there?
That is none of your concern. And as you turn to look at the cage, it's empty. Never mind.
Okay.
It's none of your concern.
Well, have a good evening then.
Yeah. As you're leaving, you spot out of the corner of your eye Paarthurnax just like nibbling on some of the bread that's set off to the side waiting for dinner to be prepared.
I'm gonna try to grab him.
Okay.
Dexterity.
We're gonna go thievery for palm and object.
Objectifying him. 6.
You grab him awkwardly, not having a huge amount of experience handling lizards. And it surprises him. It makes him uncomfortable. He turns, hisses, and nips at you. And starts to skitter away. And the whole camp sort of turns to look like, What are you doing with our dinner?
I'm not doing anything with your dinner. My companion's stupid pet has gotten loose, and I was looking for it. It's a lizard. Would you help me try to find it?
You get out of my camp. And if we find that lizard, we're shooting it.
Listen, Buckaroo, he's very important to my friend, okay? We don't want any violence here.
Just from the cave, you hear Paarthurnax. Just in the distance.
See, you can hear her yelling in the cave because she can't find them. Come on, you little bastard.
A lizard's important to your friend. How important are your kneecaps to you?
Listen here, Buckaroo. I've had just about enough of your sour attitude.
You keep using that word. I've never heard it before, but you're gonna leave my camp now.
I'm going to find the freaking lizard, and then I'm gonna leave.
The, one of them...
Does Paarthurnax have any survival sense at all?
Perhaps an overactive survival sense. They all draw their weapons and, like, leave, or leave with fewer bones intact.
Put those things away, I'm gonna cave your head in.
I'm gonna shoot an arrow into the middle of them.
Just
Any of them, or just ground in the middle?
Not into them, like into...
like as a warning
like,
shot.
Yeah. Like right into the center between
Don't
those
use the magical arrow.
3. No.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your attack.
Oh yeah, that's right. I do have to roll, don't I? Oh, Senap. Oh,
What if you
sorry,
accidentally
my
hit
thing
someone?
is not moving.
Do you need me to pull up your...
What the hell? John. Thank you.
John?
That would be a 21.
Okay, yeah, with the 21, you get it right in the fire, just perfect to kick up some coals. You know, sparks in the air. They are somewhat startled, and the one who had drawn a bow accidentally looses it into a Sigmund's foot, dealing 6 points of piercing damage and sort of pinning it to the ground.
I am angry.
I've got another bow. I've got another arrow knocked.
What is Sigmund's response to this accidental piercing?
What the hell, man? You shot me in the freaking foot!
What are you doing? Ambushing us? And they're like, the two of them have bows. They're just sort of like knocked and looking around, searching for a target. The others have just drawn their weapons. One's got an axe. The other has we'll say a great sword. And they're just like, one's menacing you with the great sword, and the axe is just sort of like prowling around the cage and the campfire, trying to spot where the arrow came from.
What kind of great sword? Like, what is it made out of?
It's a material you've never seen before, but it looks like that axe.
Put that pig sticker away. As I yank my foot out of the ground.
All right, we'll go ahead and roll initiative there.
I was trying to be peaceful.
Am I hearing anything?
The voices are getting kind of shouty.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I imagine that I would make some kind of like little whistling noise to get Aruian's attention.
And get the camp's attention?
No, sounding like a bird.
Would I be able to distinguish that from any other noise?
I don't know.
Hoot once like a barn owl, twice like a brown owl.
Sigmund and Lydia are here with, it looked like 4 to me, so we're going to say there's 4 of them there.
And I'm hidden.
I'm gonna say that Gislad was probably just like, oh, for goodness sake, and probably back. Like, do you think he would have gone? I mean, he is the face of the party, so he really should have been up front. But I don't know if he's all the way back with Lydia.
I have a feeling that he
Lydia
was
is up
concerned
with-
about you, so he's about here because he wanted to keep eyes on her, keep eyes on them, and keep eyes on you.
That sounds about right.
Do you have Lydia up there?
That's
Yeah,
number
she's
one.
number 1.
Oh.
We need the scale on there.
Sorry.
The smallest one, perfect, yeah. And then we need initiative from everybody.
24!
24, my goodness.
I rolled it right away as soon as you said that. I'm like, oh, okay, no rock.
29.
What?
I got a high perception.
All right.
28 for Gislad.
Oh my god, I'm gonna
Holy
go last.
cannoli.
No, you're not.
I thought I had a good one.
Wait, so is that 25? Is that bonus, that eminent helmet? Is that a bonus to my casting stat itself, or should I put the item bonus to my DCs and attack rolls?
You cast with wisdom?
Yeah.
It's a bonus to wisdom.
Hell yeah. That becomes a 33.
Jerk.
How does it jump from a 29 to a 33?
Because plus 4.
Plus 4 to the wisdom, which would translate to a plus 2 on the modifier.
Plus 2 on the modifier.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
31.
Math. It's been a long day.
All right.
And then for me, if we're also counting me, that's 19.
19.
Na
Okay.
na 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 na.
Why wouldn't we count you? Oh, I guess because you're.
Because I'm off digging
in the
through
distance.
through dead things and just
Carcass bone.
what I don't understand is the pocket of pet cash specifically has all of the food that the creature could possibly want to eat, and yet he's running around
So it's just 31.
You
Yeah.
have to like shove them in the pet cache.
and close it. I think it only works on a willing creature though.
Sigmund is first.
Whoop, whoop. Kind of makes sense since he's the one that got stabby in the foot.
In the foot.
It would certainly get the adrenal glands working.
So are they all lined up like that?
Not quite. Could you try and do like a circle around the fire there?
I was gonna say it looks a little suspicious.
Rather, there's one right in front of you, because he was menacing you. One there with the bow, one there with the bow, and then 3, I'm gonna say, is up here. He was doing his little
Around
Look
the
around.
cage.
look around
Turn
thing. Yeah.
around.
Every now and then.
Okay.
Sorry, I just gotta see the range of this.
We'll go ahead and assume you took the hide action after your
Yes.
first shot. Would you roll, or I roll a stealth, because that's how that works. Okay.
I'm probably ducked down, kind of snickering to myself.
He
very,
is-
very quietly.
He's tied to my magic.
I guess, yeah, that's 3 actions. So, action 1, yank arrow out of foot.
Yeah.
Action 2, use the end of my sword as I'm bringing it out to, like, smack him in the face with it, with the pommel.
Okay, I dig it.
So I gotta do the initiative tracker. And is that an improvised weapon, or do I gain proficiency with that because it's part of a sword?
We'll say it's your ordinary sword damage and hit, but we'll do bludgeoning instead.
10-4.
Yeah, it would
26.
make sense.
26.
And
Hits.
9 plus 6 for 13 points of bludgeoning damage. As I just kind of like pull the sword up and bash him in the face with it.
Very good. Yeah, with 13 points of bludgeoning damage, you pop him right in the chin and you think you heard a crack. So you're pretty happy about that.
And then
Third
sword's
action.
out.
Yep. Okay, so that's all 3
In
actions.
kind of, a defensive posture.
Yeah. Next is going to be all of the bad guys, because it's just easier to lump them together.
That's fine with me. I'm not up front.
Do you care what order they go in up here?
Not really. You can just do 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, just to keep in mind, you're in control of Paarthurnax.
Oh, and Lydia too.
Yep.
Fucking lizard. He has the ability to speak, and he has the ability to climb. That is it.
Yes.
And bite. He
Well,
can bite.
He can't attack without my command.
So, bad guy number 5, who is the one that you just popped, he's got his great sword, and he's holding it like he should, and he's going to make like he's throwing an elbow at you, which will be, he is feinting you. Deception against your will, I think?
Or perception?
I don't
I think deception versus deception.
Feint. I'm not sure. Just double check. Deception against your perception DC.
Which is 27.
Okay, so he fails with a 22. You see it for what it is, a cheap trick, but he throws the elbow and then just sort of motions into a slashing swing with the greatsword. That is 26 to hit.
Oh, right on the armor class.
There you go. Alright. Aha, rolled a 1. He gets you for 6 points of slashing damage.
So I kind of see it go and I like bob, but he still nicks me with it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take that, yeah.
And then for his third action... he's going to attack again. Just give it another shot. Natural 20. Makes it a 28.
Oh, shit.
Which ups it to a critical success.
Yeah. So that is 22 points of slashing damage. The feint didn't work. The slash, you thought you dodged it well, but you followed it up with a thrust, which you weren't quite expecting, and it digs in under your ribs real good.
20. Okay, so I'm just doing math.
Yep. All good. Number... Oh, that was number 5. I guess I put him first so I could take care of that. Number 2 is one of the bow people. They haven't spotted anybody else yet, so he's just going to reposition to behind the cage. Number 2.
Oh, sorry.
He's going to reposition to behind the cage and just sort of like peek out. He's actually going to hide. That's a natural 1.
He's not going to hide.
And then he's going to take a pot shot at you. That is a 3 for a total 15.
Can he see him? Because the cage is in the way.
He's like peeking around the corner.
But like, it's like he's trying to hide behind a cage that has holes, and it's like, I can freaking see you right there.
It has a disruptive effect. Okay?
So would he be at this end then?
Yeah, a little bit closer to that end.
I'm just trying to figure out if I would see him.
Totally. Number 3, having not spotted anything with his quick little scouting run, is going to focus on the primary problem at hand. He is going to move to flank Sigmund. That's his first action. Second action, he's swinging that hand axe. That is 22 to hit.
It's not gonna do it.
It might if you're flat-footed.
What is flat-footed?
Minus 2.
And you rolled 22?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Just barely. Not hitting.
You've got 25 AC?
Yes.
Okay. Well, he swings and with your sword where it is and the one that's just gone through your chest, you stumbled back a little bit and like awkwardly catch the blade on the way down to you.
Nice.
But he's just gonna wheel back and try again. Less than that.
Not having a good time.
Not having a good time. So the last one is number 4. That's another bowmaster. They're going to climb up on the rocks here for a better view of the situation. They're going to take a moment to seek and not see a goddamn thing. And then they're going to use their third action to shoot at Lydia because it's the closer and clearer target. That is a 24 to hit, dealing 7 points of piercing damage to Lydia.
We need to
You got
get
track
Lydia
of
some
her?
better armor.
What's that?
You have track of her?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all of them. We're back to Gislad.
Back to.
Well, now 2.
Gislad, I'm assuming can't see anybody from where he is, sort of behind the rocks.
Not really. He's got like eyes on the tips of their head and he can hear what's going on.
Okay.
He could see me, maybe.
If he was to move here, is this 60 feet?
Move where, sorry?
If he moves just here, so that he's kind of like behind
Still
the rock,
tucked.
so he's still got some cover. Is this within 60 feet?
That's basically exactly 60 feet to number 3.
Okay, wonderful. So he moves up for 1, and then telekinetic projectile. Because there's loose rocks all over the place, so just boing.
Cast brick.
Alright.
That's a roll for an attack. That is going to be 9 plus 13, 22.
22 will hit.
Yes! Heck yes! Okay, I have to go over here.
It's 3, is it not?
Which?
Is it 3?
3d6?
The missiles, is it 3?
No,
magic missile.
That's
Oh.
I'm doing telekinetic, so it's just when he like
Oh,
took the
fling,
skull off
whack.
the thing and just sort of went like tick, 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 till
Yeah.
there was powder. So it's a cantrip spell. We have 3rd level spells, which means that it is a 3rd level cantrip.
Yes,
Okay.
that seems right.
Okay.
That's a lot of dice.
That is 9 plus my just lads. 9 plus 5 is 14 points of pokey damage.
14 points of pokey damage to number 3. Roger. Rock sails through the air and loudly punks off of his helmet, leaving behind a visible dent and a dazed bandit.
Dazed and confused, if you will.
I'm seeing your AC as 26 on my sheet.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, it's because I have I put a temp there from
The touchy thing?
the
Inspired defense.
Inspired Defense, and I never took it off.
Okay, Roger. Next is Lazalia.
That's me.
That's you.
I am going to... How far is number 4?
Number 4 is about 140 feet.
Okay, way too far. Is number 3...
80 feet.
Okay. I am going to shoot number 3.
Okay.
Nine and 19's 28.
28 will hit.
Okay, so something I forgot was the 2d6 for the fire damage from my bow. And that it's half damage next round for that person.
That would have been so cool. It's just an arrow that just bursts into fire in the fire pit.
Mm-hmm.
Holy damn.
23.
No, that's not me. This is me.
Plus 5. 28. I keep forgetting to add those. Sorry.
23, 28.
Okay. Yeah, it's a great hit. He's thrown off balance from the stone that hit him in the head. You catch him in the side of the ribs, and parts of his clothing and armor is starting to burn away. He's just like, he's sizzling and screaming at the same time.
I am going to do it again.
Shoot another arrow tonight.
Finish him.
I'm going to. Oh, that's a 19. Plus 14 is 33.
That'll be a crit.
Finish him.
That means I get to add a D8.
Oh, because you have deadly on it. Oh, that's metal. Hell yeah. That's a lot of dice.
6, 11, 13, 15,
Oh, Danny boy.
25, 26, 27, 29.
29
Plus
times. Hold on.
5.
29.
Plus
34.
34. 68.
All right. So, y'all have seen The Mandalorian, right?
Yeah. What I envision happens is that the first arrow kind of like started sinking in through the helmet, and then she just Robin Hooded it through the other end, and his whole head just caught on fire.
Yeah, just like poof, cindery dust.
So as I'm ducking behind the rock again to hide, I'm gonna be like, damn it! Again, I can't have the continual damage.
Oh no!
So
I'm just too strong.
Fun fact, those disruptor rifles are illegal, even in the Star Wars universe.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Are you tracking the charges on your bow every time you spend an arrow?
Oh crap, I forgot that again. Okay.
Just ballpark it and we'll try to remember to add to the tally each time you shoot. Next is Aruyan.
I just hear like going on, and I'm like,
Help! Oh God, help!
my response is, oh fuck. And I just run. I probably make it to like here with my 3 actions of movement.
I'll give you to there.
Okay.
There used to be. It's a common house rule that if you spend all 3 actions, you can move 5 times your movement instead of 3 times, because like you're hoofing it, right? So that seems reasonable from wherever in the cave you were, just hearing the faint screams.
Yeah, because you've only got 1 start and 1 stop instead of start, stop, start, stop.
Do I see just Lad here?
Yeah, you can just see.
Is he like I'm getting directional information from him?
You can see the way he's looking, and the direction his hand is glowing.
Mm-hmm. Can we remove 3 from the bowl? Because 3 is.
Oh yeah.
3 is no more.
Fatality.
All right, Lydia will then take her turn. She's going to deftly reposition herself to flank number 5, and then she's just going to try and jam that sword right in his back.
Wait, where the sun don't shine.
Do it.
Twice?
She hits twice.
Damn!
Dealing 21 points of damage.
Nice. Good job, Lydia.
21 points of damage is that much. That many. Yeah, so she just like... She's behind him. It's hard to defend against someone behind. She just comes in at a stabbing angle below the chest plate in the back, and just like right in there, twists it for the second attack, and then like wrenches downward for more cutting on the way out.
Man, she's a
Got
professional.
the spine, man. Got the spine.
That brings us to Sigmund.
Sigmund is first going to and he's going to heal himself for 2 actions.
Did it get you that badly?
I have like half hit point. Well, because he critted. That was like
Oh,
20
that's right.
damage.
Sorry. I wasn't paying
Oh,
attention. I was
17.
thinking about what I was going to do.
Oh god, that's right. Now I have to figure out what.
21.
Ooh, no, damn it. Okay.
Plus 7.
So is that all your
20.
actions?
No, I have one more. I heal 28 hit points. Because I get 2 per day at max level in addition to my spell slots because I have a healing font.
Okay.
You can either do heal or harm. And then I'm going to try to cleave him from brains to balls.
Yep. Absolutely.
16 plus... What is it now? 14. 30 even. I like round numbers.
30 even. All right. Yeah, that will crit.
It's 8 plus 6. It's 14. Times 2. It's 28.
14 times 2, 28 to number 5.
I just like, ah!
Yeah, you don't quite get the brains to balls you were hoping for, but you glance off the helmet, and like you hit here and you sink down a solid 4 or 5 inches. So there's little holding that left arm on, more than a hope and a prayer.
Unless it be Talos.
It will then become his turn. He's kind of straight up not having a great time right now.
No kidding.
So
It's been better.
he is going to move back this way.
Does that provoke?
Nope.
No,
we
because
don't
I'm not
have.
a fighter.
No, none of us have that ability.
I should see
What
if I
about
can...
Lydia?
She is a fighter. Technically, yeah, she would have it as a free feat.
She doesn't get it until I have the character sheet in front of me.
I made it. I made her character sheet in Path Builder. I just haven't translated it to our sheet. But it's done.
You need to do that so she gets actions like.
Real people.
Yes.
Are you going to run her?
I can assist in running her, yeah.
So he takes his few steps back, and then he's going to reach into his pack, pull out a scroll, and just like unravel it and rip it in two as he casts a spell and just sort of like brings his hands down and cloaks himself in flames. Kind of like holds this, tears it, brings the one hand down and cloaks himself in flames because there's not a lot of lifting going on with this arm. So he's just sort of like one-handing his... Or no, he would have had to let go of it. So he's dropped the greatsword on the ground and cloaked himself in flames. That is it for his turn. Number 2 is going again to attempt to hide to get better against you. The passive perception, please.
27.
Dang. So it doesn't quite make it, but, you know, thinks he's pretty sneaky, and then lets off 2 bow shots at you. 26 and 19.
First one hits, second one doesn't.
Sorry.
All right. 8 points of piercing damage. And number 4, he did his little bit of looking. He knows that a rock came from somewhere. He hasn't seen it, so he's just going to... he's actually going to drop his bow, pull out his hand axe for the first action. Second action, he's going to run at you and just take sort of a lateral swing at your head as he gets there. He'll roll a natural 1, though, so he's just going to, like, stumble and, like, catch himself on his hands and knees right before you and be like...
Oops.
I mean, there is just like a slight cliff face here, so he probably just misjudged the distance.
You ever like run down an incline and you're like at the bottom, like I'm going way too fast?
Yep.
My feet aren't going as fast as the top of my body.
Yes.
So that was a very impressive turn by the 3 of them. We'll go ahead and go to Slad now.
Ah, crap. Distance, please, between Gislad and the friends.
The party?
Just slide in this group?
70 feet to green, 80 feet to red.
Okay.
70 feet to red. 60 feet to red. Okay.
Okay, so it's 60 feet to red.
Yep.
So he is going to like come out here to try and be like, can you
30
get
feet from each.
60 feet from each?
Yeah, he can hit the middle
The
pretty good there.
beacon.
Wow. So move 1 and go, come on dudes, let's get it! Their heads are exploding! This is so much fun! Inspire courage. And then he would have like seen me huffing and puffing, and then would have gone, or before he moved would have gone, let's go, triple time, let's do this, to get me into the ability to move. Moved, done the thing, so that I can do better and get into a place where I can actually do something.
That sounds right.
Okay. I'm not moving.
Alright,
It's just-
sorry. You're
he's-
talking for him.
Yeah, he is casting
Name
triple.
tags.
Lazalia's next.
Oh, I am going to
Like hand puppets.
shoot at number 4
Okay.
from my hidden
Hidden position.
advantage point.
What you need are auction signs.
27.
27 will hit.
Sounds sort of authoritative, like.
Oh, I love that sound. That's a good sound. And then I have to sit there amazed at it.
It's because I threatened them. That's the key.
35.
35 on number 4.
Yes.
Yas, queen.
And I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah, okay. So your first
Sorry.
arrow, what kind of arrow was it actually?
That arrow would have been a lightning arrow because that's what I was using at the.
Yeah. So lightning and fire engulf him with the doubled enchantment there.
Yeah.
And just like from your distance, you can smell him frying. And he's just like, he's seizing up and doing his best to get to his feet, but he's shaking with such vigor that it takes twice as long as it would normally take to get up.
Oh, can you see the skeleton like Vader in Return of the Jedi?
Just a bit, yeah. 2 more actions.
Oh, right, I do have to. That's a natural 20
That will probably hit.
for 35.
That will hit. That will crit.
See, it's because I threatened the dice. They're in line now. They're behaving.
Maybe you just need to use.
Oh, that was a 6 going off the table, but it flipped to a 2.
Soft 2.
20, 28, and 32,
37.
74.
Isn't it 5?
No, it's 1 went up with the Inspire Courage. 36. So that's 72. Plus I
37,
didn't put the 6 on the
38.
last time.
He dead.
This arrow fires clean through him, and you can
Plus,
see
it becomes
like
like 70 points of damage.
you fire an arrow clean through him, and it's a bit like taking a sheet of paper and lighting it in the middle and just watching that whole spread as it sort of like overtakes and dissolves his body, and your arrow sort of smashes into the ground behind him, leaving behind a splash of fire and lightning.
Yeah,
Don't
because
forget
that was
to mark down the amounts.
76 damage
Yep.
on him.
Don't forget to mark
Your
down
tally.
your bow uses.
Yes.
So number 4 is gone.
Are you gonna hide?
Well, what is this? Does this look like a rock?
Yeah, we'll say it's rock.
Okay.
If she was in 60 feet of where Lauren was originally, she also has triple time. It's a 60-foot emanating,
Yeah, we'll give it to her.
so you get an extra 10 feet of movement.
So how far is this?
30 feet.
30 feet? I've got 35 feet anyway, so I'll go there. But I can't hide.
No.
You could. It would be your third action. Oh yeah,
No.
you shot twice.
Shot
My mistake,
twice, move.
Yeah. Ruyan.
Thank you.
Whoa, that's right, me next.
Whoa.
I am going to take 1 movement and move my full 35 feet.
So there, I presume?
35 from.
So I was like I was here originally.
She gets about there.
Okay, wonderful. Do I see the dude running away wreathed in fire?
He's kind of hard to miss.
And he's within 120?
Yes.
Wonderful. That is a grand total of 30.
30 will crit.
Melt him.
Nine plus 12, 21, 42 points of acid damage.
Yeah, his flames just sort of splatter about the place in a 10-foot radius like an oil fire in a kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Grease fire, just poured a little bit of water on there.
Well, my acid and my acid magic, his fire magic resulted in bad times.
Yep. So that's him gone. Only number 2 is left. Lydia is next. No mercy. She's just like walking over there like the Terminator.
Yeah.
Just like boom, boom, racking them 6 ways from Sunday. That'll be 20 points of damage in total. Just hack and slash.
Good job, Lydia!
Was she within range? She gets +1 to hit and damage every turn as well, if she was within range of Inspire Courage.
2 more points.
Roger that. Next is Sigmund.
His sword glows white hot as I have line of sight on 2.
Yeah, decent.
Crackling beam of white hot light. Searing light. Give me a DC 25.
You have to do some kind of roll?
No.
No.
The
DC.
character has to do DC.
Let me make sure it's not an attack. Oh, no, it is an attack. My bad.
That makes
I
more
mixed
sense.
up 2 spells. I presume I hit him anyway. 15 plus 7 is 22.
Just barely. With the cover he's got, you almost missed it.
5,
I wish I could manually set combat music.
7.
Yeah. That's
If
the wrong
you've got
music.
some music,
You know what?
I have a little
21.
box.
I do too. Well, 21 points of damage.
And
We'll figure it out for next time.
I presume he is not undead.
No, he is not.
Bummer.
Did you add the extra point of damage from the Inspire Courage?
22.
Y'all are gonna burn out my pencil making me change all these damages.
I mean,
Yes, your searing light
it's 44
impacts
points of
and
damage from me.
you can see his
Technically.
chest plate glowing with the heat and scalding into his flesh beneath.
Good.
1 action remains.
I'm gonna get close to him. I'm gonna rack up right behind Lydia. Oh, I guess 5 is. Sorry, I'm gonna take him off.
Alright, that brings it to Bad Guy's turn. He is in a bad way. So in a last-ditch effort, he's going to feint Lydia, just striking with the pommel of the axe to try and get her to dodge and then swing down. So he rolls his deception against their perception. Why can I not find it?
I don't know.
Faint.
There it is. Okay.
Pathfinder 2e.
Successful feint, bringing it down for a sneak attack. That is a 30 to hit. Plus the flat-footed. I'm not sure what Lydia's AC is, so I'm giving it the critical hit.
Lydia. Well, that's cool. If you critically fail a feint, you become flat-footed against the creature.
So he's going to deal 16 points of bludgeoning, slashing damage as he brings the axe
that's not
down.
too bad.
Her shoulder plate takes the worst of it, but It's definitely a noticeable wound for sure.
Yeah.
Then with his third and final action, he is going to run away to
Yeah,
the
that's
very
a crit
corner of
anyway.
the map.
Yeah, that's a crit anyway.
Number 2.
Oh,
Number
no,
2.
not me. Ugh. How far away is he at?
25 feet.
Is that
Yeah.
25 feet?
It's close enough. Gislad is next.
Gislad will move up. No, Gislad doesn't like killing people.
Wait a minute, that's what I would do.
Gislad is going to inspire courage.
Okay.
He is going to cast triple time again, which we should all be within reach of.
Yep.
And is going to shield himself because number 2 is a arrow dude at some point, I think, if I remember it correctly.
Yes.
They were, yes.
So he's gonna stay put and just support.
Lazalia.
I am gonna take my movement
Mm-hmm.
to get like over here
Mhm.
so that I can pew pew. Oh, it was almost a 1. That would have been bad. So 27 with a lightning arrow.
That hit.
I was not hiding, so I don't get those 2.
Still a lot of dice.
Yes, this is what I get. I had to think about it. 7, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 6 is 23.
Alright. With that, your final shot, everything slows down and you can almost watch the arrow spiraling through the air as it catches him in the neck and just melts everything except for the spinal column between his chin and his shoulders.
Brutal.
Awesome.
He stumbles to the ground, and the impact of hitting the ground finally severs the connection between the spinal cord, and his head just kind of rolls away.
I want to get that guy from Metal Apocalypse, like, just brutal.
Combat over.
Well, really, had they not been so rude and
I just
threatening.
wanted a freaking lizard. That's all I wanted.
Liz, is that little shit out here?
Yes!
Paarthurnax!
He's the
Where
one
are
that
you?
started the whole thing!
I'm putting on my best like angry mother. Paarthurnax!
Oh, accidentally hit Lydia there.
Oh,
Oh,
can you undo dying Lydia?
Oh yeah, she's fine.
none of them are actually dying.
I know, that's why I'm... There. Now I think we're okay.
Into the fire. No, it's just down.
I'm just stroking out.
Essential 0.
Yeah, nice hit. I'm getting there.
Just trying to help out.
Thank you. I see. Getting there. 8 cents.
No
I
vision.
don't know why it doesn't want to kill him. We will go ahead and take our break here so that I can finish killing these computer people.
Peons.
And we will be back at 7:45 to see what exactly these weirdos were doing here in the first place. So, until then, we remain yours, Daedra and Deathclaws.
Choking that lizard.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Daedra and Deathclaws. If you're just joining us, we've cleared out a camp of Saints bandits. They don't know what that means just yet. And Paarthurnax is causing a bit of trouble. He was stealing food from the camp, and now he's nowhere to be found.
Paarthurnax!
Oh dear.
Listen to you, little shit.
You hear sort of like chirping and slurping coming from the center of the camp.
I rush over immediately.
Yeah, you find him just like hanging off of the pole here that the pots are hanging from, and like gnawing and sucking at the meat that's on the roast there.
I yank him off and I force him into my pocket that has pet cash and I shut it.
He does what dogs do when you try to put them in a bath sometimes, and just like...
Yeah, I just like, and I'm like pushing him down, and then I just use my hands to like yoink his feet in the correct direction so that he can just, so that he will, not can, will just go in.
He's just sort of like, no!
Behave! Or you will never leave this pouch!
He flicks his tongue out of the pouch.
It's closed. He can't.
Like, up around the crack, whatever.
What is with him?
I don't fucking know what has happened in the last 2 days that has made him decide to be an asshole.
Children.
But I don't like this.
Children.
He is attached to how I can use my magic. That was not great for me.
Not great for you. Who's the one that got freaking stabbed? Twice!
You have healing magic, and
Healing magic.
you have healing magic. We are all healers in this party. We will heal you.
My problem is not what we do about me being stabbed. It is about that I got stabbed in the first place.
I don't know that if he dies, if I can use magic.
Well, you know what? We can probably find you a god that you like.
Don't do religion.
Well, ask Akata. She's the dragon god. You like the dragon stuff. You die happy. There you go.
I don't know if I like the dragon stuff. This just came on. This is not my choosing.
Well, go talk to Akata. She's probably got answers for you.
I'm gonna go up to the fire while these two are arguing, and I'm gonna pull out my stone and see if it reacts to the fire.
It has a similar effect to the stars. It's not quite as strong, but it seems as though the light of the fire is enhanced and strengthened through the stone towards you.
Okay.
Bickering like an old married couple. And
I'm
we're not even 20.
I'm gonna put it away.
Putting the stone away?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am going to stomp off.
Don't. That's the closest I can do to stomping.
I'm gonna just go like, yeah, and I'm gonna walk up to like in the middle here where there's kind of like there's no grass.
Nowhere for him to hide?
Yes.
Yeah. He's chilling.
And I am going to reach into my pocket, pull out Paarthurnax, and like hold him again so that he cannot run away, and be like, we need to have a conversation.
Feed me.
You get food in the dimensional space. You cannot be hungry. It is an unlimited supply of food.
You just hear from the fire. Give him the belt!
Need more food. Need to get bigger.
You may not get bigger.
Need more food. Get bigger.
You're a tiny lizard. You will not get bigger.
No, like tiny. Get bigger.
You want to become bigger.
Get bigger.
Can I use nature to figure out what species of lizard this is? If he is a lizard at all, and like what age he is? Is he is he like a baby that will grow? Is he an ornery old fart who just wants to grow but is gonna get smaller? Like
Seems like a crotchy teenager.
You go ahead and give nature check.
it's a natural 20. Not a natural 20, sorry, a natural 12, so that's 24.
Okay. The area in which you grew up was not a place where lizards were a common sight. Add to that the fact that you are very aware that he is a magical lizard, and there's more to him than just being a lizard that goes around and eats bugs. He has grown much more than you would have expected for a lizard of his kind. And you suspect that may be a clue, or a hint, that more is to come.
Fuck. I will feed you more. You need to not run away. Do you understand how terrified I was? If you die, I cannot bring you back. You will end. There will be no more. There will be no more food. There will be no more alive. No more consciousness, no more speech, no more nothing. You will be gone.
Not run away. Run to food.
You ran away from me. If you need more food, I can provide more. I don't want you choking on things, and I'll reach into my other pocket where the rest of that rabbit leg is without the bone. Be like, here you go. So I will feed you. I just need you to not run away so that you die or just never come back.
I know where you are. I know where food is.
Did you give him the belt?
Do I need to get Gislad to make you a harness and a leash?
Eat harness, eat leash.
Best of luck with that. We will make it out of fucking chain.
Grow big, break chain.
We can make it bigger.
Grow bigger. Break bigger chain.
I just yell into the distance. Does anybody have any experience raising toddlers? Because holy shit, I was the youngest. Was I the youngest? I think I was the youngest.
You know, my father would probably be very useful at this. Maybe my sister. You could kill her husband first, and then she'd be really good at this. What? I didn't say anything.
Meanwhile, back at the camp. A strange creature has emerged from its hiding place in the bushes of the cage.
The hell is that thing?
Can Paarthurnax talk to it?
Paarthurnax can only speak one language as far as I understand it, and the only language he can speak is the one that I designate, which is common.
I'm gonna grab one of the meats or cut a slab off the meat and throw it in the cage and see what happens.
It skitters cautiously over to it and, picks it up with its weird buggy forearms and starts gnawing at it.
Or rather, he can speak any language that I can speak.
So not...
Does it start mowing down on it?
Yeah, it's going to town.
I am going to come...
Like it's starving?
Not necessarily starving, but eating.
I am going to come back to the camp. I'm going to go over to the meats. And I'm going to just start shaving off pieces that will not choke and kill my lizard. And I will hold him in such a way that he cannot get away, and I will just feed him.
Strips of meat.
He gobbles
Just
them.
dejected.
He gobbles them down, one bite each, and you can almost feel your hand widening and widening and widening as he's almost growing before your eyes.
As in, like, that, like, turkey belly kind of a growing? Or, like, he's actually becoming
Physically
larger?
growing.
It is visually imperceptible, but you can feel him becoming heavier and growing larger in your hand.
George.
Well, if you feed him enough, maybe he can eat the bug.
Uh-huh.
You want the soup? Good soup.
We'll have the soup. He can have the meat, apparently.
That's
he
a lot of
needs it.
meat. I want dibs on at least part of it.
He's growing. Look
So am
at
I.
him.
I'm gonna, like, cut off a crunchy bit for myself and just be like, and he'll, like, this one's for me, fuck off. Feed him, like, 20 more strips of food. If
There's
he
an
keeps
elk
eating
over
it.
there. We can kill it and roast it.
Just Just leave him be. We got lots of meat
I thought
here.
you wanted elkhorn.
Oh, that's right.
Don't leave him be.
Don't leave him.
Oh, you know what? If I use my arrows, my fire arrows, and my bow, I can cook the meat and kill it.
How about we don't waste magical items
I've already taken my boots off.
on killing the wildlife, unless the wildlife looks really dangerous.
You said this this one guy had an impressive greatsword.
Yes, I kind of made that up. One of them might have it. Not this one.
Golden war axe.
There is a note and a journal on this fellow. The rest I will collect later. Mace, war axe.
I like these.
arrow.
I like these
Warm
gauntlets.
head cap?
Okay, I lied. There was no great sword. That was just theater of the imagination. But there's
Sword.
a mace, an axe, a bow, a dagger, and something else.
I would like to take some of those the gauntlets.
Yeah.
Those look impressive.
Yeah, the craftsmanship is quite fine, and it appears to be made of gold as far as your eyes can tell.
And I like put them on my wrists and like flex them.
Yeah, they are well articulated, and you have full range of motion in them.
Does that give me a bonus of any description to my armor class?
I will have to compare them against other things, but
You got
just the gauntlets isn't going to make any difference.
Do they assist in my unarmed attacks since they have those spikes on them?
I'll give you a +1.
I mean, there's also the gold boots that this dude has. Too.
Oh, is there
You might
gold
be-
boots too?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm taking those too.
We'll look through the body. We might be able to get you a full set of the.
Helm.
Well, because I have the magical helms. I don't want to.
Okay. Well, I will put that back for now. Nope, that's the wrong one.
I mean, we can take it, but I'm just not going to put it on.
Yeah, but in order to be able to get.
Because
Yeah.
we gotta outfit Lydia.
Give her one of the the shields.
Yeah.
One of the.
Well, you know what? I
We'll
will
do
do
that
the looting
outside.
after, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
worry about that later. However, the note and the book.
Just Lad will be like, "Ooh, I'll read it," and I'll just sort of like blankly stare at the fire and listen.
Our blacksmith, Joften, has gone mad. Most of the time he spouts nonsense. This all started 3 days ago. Now he won't even pick up his hammer. We've tried to talk sense into the lot, but it's like he doesn't even see us. He wrote down the means to forge our golden arms and armor, and that of the seducers, but he never told a soul where he left the blasted notes. If we weren't holding out hope that he might snap out of it, we would have already parted his head from the rest of him. Lately he's been going on about playing under the bridge, like he was still a child. That's where I always hid my toys, he said. I know his kin used to live around Half Moon Mill. We should round up some folks to have a look. And there was a journal. Now this is what I call easy coin. I'm proud to be one of the saints. Every few days, Risad comes down the road, and his wares are ours for the taking. We don't take everything, mind you. If he don't got nothing to sell, he can't stay in business. And then where would we be? We just skim a bit off the top each time. Kinthal should be happy with our latest take. He'll be leaving his camp up near Karthwasten to pay us a visit soon. These damn seducers were eating into our profits until we drove them off up north. Other merchants pass through those parts, so maybe they'll stay gone.
Does that seem recent?
Given that it's the only entry in the journal, it does seem recent.
Does anybody know what the seducers are?
Sounds like a gang of bandits, if you ask me.
Cage key, gold armor.
Oh shit!
So you got the gloves, the boots, the armor.
I'll take a helmet, and I'll see if Gislad can transfer the enchantment from the helmet to the other helmet.
This one has never done this before, but this one can certainly try the next time we are in a place to do such a thing.
Or
Well-
try enchantment before doing a transfer of a larger enchantment, maybe.
I was going to say, Gislad, I do have this hood of minor magicka. It is a similar principle, but just a weaker version. I would be less upset if you were to practice on this one and something were to go wrong, rather than with my helm.
This one is humbled by your generosity and humble donation to this one's studies.
I give him the leather hood.
Yeah. Alright, so I've given you the armor and the helmet. Make sure you mark them down. And that's sort of it. You found the key to this cage, or what you presume to be the key to this cage.
I repeat again, does anybody have any idea what the seducers are?
Not the faintest, but it seems
No.
like they're a bunch of bandits. Maybe a gang of bandits. Perhaps the saints and the seducers, the two sides.
Rivals?
Perhaps rivals, two sides of the same coin.
This one can tell you. Seduction is a very powerful tool in the bandit arsenal.
Criminals, the lot.
So I haven't stopped, cutting off bits and feeding them to him. Is he still consuming them, or is he like,
He shows no signs of slowing, and in fact, at this point, has probably added 2 or 3 inches to his overall girth.
just his girth, or is he, getting proportionately bigger?
I mean, it sort of pushes everything else a little bit further away from center, so it would seem somewhat proportional.
You're gonna need 2 hands for him soon.
Are you full yet?
Feed more, get bigger.
I don't want your insides to explode. Are you full yet?
He just opens his mouth to show that there is room.
Just go back.
I'm gonna go and kill that elk so we can start roasting it over the fire because this little guy is gonna eat it all.
Well, you enjoy. And Sigmund has since taken off his, armor, his helmet. He's basically just sitting there in pants and, sandals. Dibs on the tent.
I'm going in the hut of many.
Lad's
Beds.
you can have the tent if you like, and he cracks his fingers with his hand in his mage hand and just starts unfolding
Oh, that's right, we have the house.
the house.
Gislad is quite happy to say, No, you are more than welcome to stay in the tent. We will have the cabin tonight.
Oh.
I am going to say, because he gets to add one thing new and he's not here, so I get to do it. So he has that little sign that just says hi, and it was those, that sort of cabinet with nothing on it.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any windows in the cabin?
I don't think there are. If there is, there's only one.
Okay. So I'm going to say that he just gets nice drapes for that one window.
Okay. What color?
They're gonna be Technicolor Dreamcoat, just tie-dye, but not tie-dye.
Like patchwork of a million different, this big scraps of fabric in different
Yeah.
colors.
Oh, I can imagine that he made it out of the little bits of scraps that he has from
Plunder.
Totally.
what he's been making and stuff.
Is there a pot around the fire?
There is a pot on the fire.
I'm going to... The one that doesn't have food in it, I am going to heat some water.
Very good. The
'Cause
water is getting hot.
Because I would like to have a sponge bath.
I have a feeling that Gislad will also pick up the loot that's there.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds about right for him. I don't know.
Oh, you meant the Lute, not the Loot.
Yeah.
The mandolin.
It says loot.
Same.
I'm gonna put the venison on the fire because Paarthurnax is a pig.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of work quartering the thing and then getting it onto the spit. But man, oh man, does it smell good.
I'm gonna say that this is the one that I've been working on, like just like taking bits off to feed to Paarthurnax.
Yeah.
Has he eaten the entire thing?
Yes.
Little biggie.
How the fuck? What extra dimensional space is your stomach?
Sounds like me when I was a teenager. Wait, a young teenager.
This one thinks you are still a teenager.
Well, no, like when I was a younger teenager.
Like yesterday.
Yes.
Like 5 years ago.
I am gonna start on the other smaller. Actually, there's raw bits of meat that we haven't put on the spit. Yes.
She's getting it all on there.
Just put him down and let him just.
He can go and pick the carcass.
I'm not going after him this time.
Just tell him not to go far and come back
took
and
my
you'll give
boots
him
off.
some of this once it's cooked.
I put him down in the carcass.
He carves himself like tunnels and like it is the joy of building a fort and the joy of eating your favorite thing, as much of it as you can get combined. And he's just having a rip-roaring time in that carcass.
I don't understand. That's not how lizards work.
He manages to find some portion of the intestines and just enjoys it like a never-ending noodle.
Lazalia,
Mm-hmm.
does this make any sense to you? I'm so confused.
Well, he's growing, so he's hungry.
But he shouldn't be. And he ate something 3, 4, 5, 6 times his size, and he's not exploded.
Ruian, I would stop worrying about if I were you. Here, have some of this, and he shakes the half-empty wine bottle at you. Take your mind off of it.
Do you want me to look at him?
It's not normal, right? Like, I'm not insane. It's not normal.
It's not
Glug, glug, glug,
normal
glug, glug, glug,
from a
glug.
human perspective or an elven perspective, no.
But, like, even in nature, you can't consume more than the weight of your own being
I don't
and
know.
still be alive. I have seen snakes exploded because they took too big of a bite.
Well,
He has taken way too big of a bite, and yet he is still in one piece.
he's a magic lizard. What do you want?
So who did you get this
Oh, the hell with it.
lizard from?
Some random traveler with a menagerie at a bar.
And he said it was a lizard.
And he gave me instructions on how to feed it, which was like normal lizard food, like flies and insects of different varieties and small bits of meat every now and then. This is ridiculous.
This is what you get for drastic repair.
Was he identified as a magical creature?
No, he just had interesting colorings. He wasn't able to talk until I sort of bonded with him, and then he was able to speak.
Could it be a baby dragon?
I mean, I would assume that bigger things like that have bigger babies, but I've got no clue.
But is the reason why he's bonded with you and thriving because of your...
If he's a dragon, aren't you supposed to kill him? Isn't that your job?
We don't know what he is right now. Shut up and drink.
Fine, don't tell me twice. I'll take my hot bath elsewhere.
Please.
He just like puts it on top of the bucket and it's just on the top of the barrel and is just like begrudgingly scrubbing his armpits.
What is it with you and cleanliness? Jeepers. So, Paarthurnax. He chose his name.
Yes. Apparently it's the name of a long dead dragon.
Mm-hmm. And he's behaving funny.
Yes.
It would appear that he could be magical.
Probably a freaking dragon.
He doesn't have any wings, though, and dragons have
Yet.
wings. Does he have nubbins?
I walk over. Paarthurnax. Just lay my hand out. Just like, please.
He like.
Oh, sounds like he needs to take a break from eating.
Please.
He drags himself over to your hand.
How does the carcass look? Immaculate?
Immaculate. There are teeth marks on most of the bones.
How big is Paarthurnax?
Let's see.
Because he was as big as your forearm.
Yeah, he
length
was.
as your length of
Like,
your forearm.
his body.
Yeah, he was forearm length from sort of snout to base of tail. Now. Okay. Now he is calf sized. Knee to ankle.
Okay.
Plus, the calf muscle.
Plus the tail.
Him got a belly.
All right. So he's doubled in size today.
It's just holding him like a baby.
Is he okay?
He's got that sort of like weary, labored breathing that comes after
A too big meal.
a too big
Gorging?
Thanksgiving dinner.
Got the meat sweats.
I'm just gonna look on his back. Is he showing any signs of little nubbins along his back that would be like wing sprouts, maybe?
Nothing visually, but as you inspect the area with your hand, it feels as though like his shoulder blades are getting pointier.
So
Everything's fine.
That usually indicates to
Does he
me that
have
things are
nubbins?
not fine.
Everything's fine.
does he have nubbins?
Yes.
It's a very personal question to ask about him. You should
I
at least buy a
did-
dinner first.
I did not ask about that. I
He's
asked
asked
about
about the-
wing nubbins.
The wings nubbins.
I'm just gonna like prestidigitation a gust of wind in his face and make it smell like farts.
Okay, so
I had my bath, now I can drink. Where are my socks?
he's not asking
I
for
ate
any
them.
more food, right?
Right?
Okay, so he thinks he could eat more, but he's breathing like he can't.
I'm gonna slide him into my pet cache.
Have a rest, Paarthurnax.
As you cast the pet cache, as with any spell that you cast, your markings flash briefly across your face. So too do they flash across his.
The same thing, or does it? Because he had like the colorings were slightly different.
Yeah, no, his skin colorings all stay the same, but he has the same marking, the same pattern as you, where the one eye lights up, there's a small slash here and a larger slash here.
Small on the top,
Or
large on the
small
bottom.
here, larger here, yeah.
And
Does he fit in pet cache?
Just too porky.
It's assisted by gravity, he's able to make it through.
Can you still hear me in there, Paarthurnax? Just saying,
Yeah,
if you
good
get
stuff.
any bigger, I'm not gonna have a place to keep you when it gets so cold that I have issues out here and I'm a warm-blooded creature. Feed me. I'm gonna close it up. Okay. I'm gonna just walk inside the cabin that has been completed and just flop down on a bed.
Yep.
You don't want anything to drink?
I'm gonna get a bowl of stew for her and a bowl of stew for me and cut up some of the meat. Take it inside for us to just sit and have a gentle dinner.
Would you be so kind as to bring some in for this one? He cannot leave the cabin unless we want to
that's
sleep
right.
rough tonight.
I forgot.
Absolutely.
Much appreciated.
Well, I have to come in and get the bowls and the plates.
Ooh, there's cheese out here.
So I'll do that, and then I'll bring in. Do you think if I was to bring in the pots, we could keep it warm at our fire inside? What about the
Absolutely.
meat? Would it be able to continue cooking inside? Do we
You'd
that
have to
ability?
bring in the rack to do the meat.
Lydia can
I'll
help you.
stoke the fire
Okay.
and leave it outside.
I'll keep watch on it.
You're gonna be getting your drunk ass in this thing.
My friends, not to rush anybody, but it seems to this one that these bandits may have had friends. It may suit us well to rest and leave as soon as we can.
Rest early, leave early.
It's already late, but I agree with this plan.
Oh,
Shall we set up? Is it 3 a.m. already? 4 a.m.
all right. Quick bite to sleep. You in?
I
Lydia.
have a
Here's
wine.
your supper.
I have a wine bottle under each arm. Nothing like stolen wine. Woo!
You are a cheap drunk.
He's drank like a whole thing of wine, and those are bigger than 750 mils.
The next morning comes perhaps a little bit too soon, especially for you with all the drinking you've done.
Little hungover much?
But it is a beautiful, sunny day, nearly clear skies.
Should we go and dispatch that dragon?
It's still flying over there.
Probably not. I'm gonna say no.
Why?
Um,
Isn't that something we do?
sort of. Gislad. Okay, so question.
Mm-hmm.
Gislad saw something off in the distance. Is that cave entrance sort of what he saw off in the distance? Okay, he will say, "My friends, we did not actually get to the place that I saw in the distance, so why don't we go back through the cave? And then along a little further, see if we can find the thing to do the thing." Yes?
Okay.
Okay then.
Take all the provisions that I can find
Very well.
because I'm afraid that Paarthurnax is going to need.
Eat us
Stop shouting!
out of house and home.
What do you mean?
Stop looking at me so loudly!
I am going
Pouty
to...
little boy.
I'm bigger than you.
Gislad will.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Gislad will 100% use prestidigitation to create the sound of tinnitus in Sigmund's ear.
Bastard.
And
You don't know he's doing it.
I will use prestidigitation to make gross smells
Do I get a will save on these?
on your nose.
Yeah, go ahead and give it a try against their DCs.
What are your DCs?
I'm gonna tell you. Just give me your first roll for the noise.
$29.
Okay. And for the smell?
35.
And we're just going straight, not disadvantage? Okay, then you make both saves. But we'll still do it.
You are annoyed but undamaged.
Excellent.
This one seems to recall what he saw was further to the west along the water's edge.
Okay.
There looks like there's something in the water.
That's a fox. I'm gonna kill it with my Ray of Frost. I'm gonna pick it up, put it over my shoulders, reach into my pocket for Paarthurnax, and just be like, here.
Hey, don't damage the fur. I want a new stole.
Yeah, Paarthurnax just kind of like envelops the lower half of it and slowly works his way up the rest of it.
Philistine. Sigmund's gonna dunk his head in the water.
It is quite brisk.
Hopefully refreshing.
It depends on if you're into a little bit of torture.
I'm gonna come up behind him and just give him a shove into the water.
As he splashes in, and Gislad looks with a smirk on his face, he says, "Oh, this is the place this one saw. Old battlements sunken into the water."
So we just passed through some, like, cooler area with Paarthurnax on my shoulder. Just gonna be like, bud, are you okay? Are you feeling this? Are you getting lethargic like you did the last time we went into cold places?
He just kind of like loops around your neck and stays warm in that way, but says, "Feed me."
We will find you more food. We're going in the dungeon first.
I give him one of the legs or whatever that I've packed from the sped.
Okay. I'll just sort of
I
like...
totally want to see what happens. I
I'll
will
just, like-
feed you, Paarthurnax.
I'll just like... The most like dejected mom who's just holding up like the meat lollipop going, here you go, let's go.
And he's just like, you know, just like a cat, just going, tearing bits off.
Just I'm gonna shake the rest of the bottle of wine that I had in there and be like, hey man, you want a party?
He doesn't even look in your
Can
direction.
lizards drink? Can lizards drink? Is that the...
I would imagine that they would need liquid.
Yes, but I don't know that they can consume what's it?
alcoholic
Have
beverages?
I with any of the many plethora of mushrooms that I have, we've come across like button mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try and feed one of those to Paarthurnax?
Which kind of mushroom would you like to feed him?
Just like a button mushroom.
The only mushrooms you have are your ingredients.
Okay, let me go into the thing and see what kind of mushrooms I have. Oh my god.
Well, flies are meat. They would
Well,
be considered protein.
They're a protein, yes.
What's the protein?
Did he say that?
You know what? I have 3 skeever tails. I have no need of those. I'm gonna feed those to Paarthurnax.
Oh, he absolutely loves them. He devours them tip to tail.
Yeah, I also have 2 thrush eggs that I will feed to Paarthurnax.
Were you told that he would actually eat vegetation?
No, but I mean, with the amount of that he's eaten, I figured I'd give it a try.
You know, pretty soon I think he's going to be able to catch his own fox and birds and things like that.
Is he getting any, like, with my magical connection with him, am I noticing his health improving, or is it still staying the same?
Like his hit points?
Yes.
That is not something that you know. He seems like he could take a little bit more of a punch, just due to the nature of his size.
Okay. We will let you go hunt. We will, when we're coming up for air doing picnic, we will let you go hunting in a field, but please stay with us in case you need help. And so that some other random traveler doesn't come along and go, ooh, this looks like a great toy, and take you away. Please?
Or something flying pick you up.
And devour you.
Please?
He just, like, glances at you and nods a little bit before going back to tearing meat off of the leg.
Okay, let's go into the water.
You're going to freeze if you go in there. It's even chilly for me, and
I'm in through, going to the other side, looking for a door.
I have hot Nord blood.
hardly even have to get your toes wet going across there.
That.
There doesn't seem to be a way in.
Unless the door is underwater.
Somebody hold Paarthurnax. I'm gonna go swimming.
You sure?
The first breath is difficult, but then I become used to it.
I will hold
there's a trapdoor.
Paarthurnax.
Oh,
How convenient.
how convenient.
Oh my.
That doesn't look like it was a very nice way to die.
No, that doesn't look great.
There appears to be a satchel at its feet.
Oh, it's got. Oh no, I was seeing things. In the certain light, it looked like fangs.
There is a journal among the things you find here.
I'm gonna see if I can unlock him and get him down from there.
Oh yeah,
And we'll also take all that's there.
yeah, we'll get to that. Getting him down is pretty easy. It's there isn't even really a lock to it because what are they gonna do? You know? The journal reads, "A decent catch of fish is getting harder to come by. Without a good spot soon, I don't think we'll survive the next winter, so I'm traveling further south towards Lake Ilinalta. Folks say it's cursed. Whole Imperial fort just sank into the water one day, and they say the ruins have been haunted since. When I asked, I got ghost stories. Tales of people who went out near the lake and never came back. They say spirits haunt the hallways of the sunken fort and steal little children from their mother's cribs. No amount of coin could ever convince any of the nearby villagers to guide me there, so I'm following the White River. Divines protect me. I hope the stories aren't true."
Looks like somebody did something to him. That weird. Okay,
Necromancers, probably.
that's a fair point. Onward and upward. You go with Gislad. I'm pointing at Paarthurnax. You go with Gislad, or Lazalia, or Lydia. If I have to go underwater, breathing, scouting.
I
Okay.
noticed you didn't say my name.
I walk forward.
Way to ignore me.
Yes,
There's a lot of skulls in here.
there are a lot of skulls, and there's also a lot of blood.
So there is a stairway down or an awkward climb up.
That's not a stairway.
Over there, there's
Oh,
a
the stairway. Yes, sorry. I thought you were talking about the wall going, that's a stairway down. I'm like, that's what? No?
There's lots
More
of skeletons
bones.
down here.
How is it that this isn't underwater and there's still fire?
Proper masonry. The fire has me concerned, meaning we probably aren't alone down here.
Yeah, we'll have a look at everything. Oh, I see a skeleton.
Is that a skeleton or a person?
That's
That is a
skeleton.
person.
That is a skeleton.
And
In the chair.
Oh, in the chair, that's a
a
person. Okay, well, we weren't stealthing. We didn't specify stealth.
Who goes there?
Hello? I'm Sigmund.
What fresh playthings come to this tomb?
Playthings. I don't have any toys. I'm not a child.
You, my dear, are the plaything.
You know what? I've got a baby dragon on my shoulder. Fuck off!
She got any time for this shit. Madam, I don't think you understand the situation you are in.
I am not sure that you understand the situation you are in.
I threateningly make my sword glow.
I'm gonna scooch around this side to come in on the other. Yeah. With my weapon out. My
I
bow.
cast acid arrow at her.
Right,
Oh
we'll
my
just-
gosh!
We were talking and now we're not.
What just happened?
She just gets melted in her chair. She is fused to it, and there is no separating the two ever.
By the love of Talos, woman!
Maybe she was gonna tell us something.
I mean, yeah, she was probably a necromancer, but jeez.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Here, have some of this and lick the edge off.
Paarthurnax
Shake.
just leaps off you and lands on her and just starts Starts with the eyeballs.
Oh, for all
But-
love,
but
the
it-
saints of sovereign God.
But it's dissolving.
Yeah, that don't bother him much. Just saves him chewing.
Oh,
Can you prestidigitation that shit off of there so he doesn't get hurt?
I'm prestidigitationing it
can
away.
you press
I
the
think that
digitation
cleaning-
instead of my eyes?
I think that cleaning acid goes beyond the purposes of prestidigitation.
Okay.
I'm worried about him eating that.
I cast mage armor.
I take out another piece of meat. Paarthurnax!
Don't look at me, it's all him.
Paarthurnax!
This pressure.
Okay.
Well, leave him at it. I look at what's on her table.
Yeah.
There's another human heart
Oh, for love of...
and a couple potions.
I think I saw something about extra magicka.
Yes.
Oh, okay, sorry. For some reason I thought that was the knife, that it was like some random knife
I
of
like-
extra magicka.
Just,
Yeah.
lad, could you do me a favor? Could I just pick up that tankard on the thing and could you put the heart in here? I don't want to touch it. It's all... Ooh.
He mage hands it into the...
Thank you. And I just walk around with this cup with a heart in it. Just like, boop.
I would imagine that that cup will be empty when Paarthurnax realizes that it's there.
Quite possibly.
So, is that stairs there?
Is that a door? Okay.
I am suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
My job is to be suspicious.
There's
Oh,
more
bloody
people who probably heard the death cries of the last person and are probably alert.
They both turn to you, and one with a bit of a smirk says, "So, you finally killed that old hag, did you?"
Finally.
Oh, you've done us a great service. She'll be a lot better company now.
She's...
There's were you wanting to bring her back? There's nothing left. She's gone. Eaten.
We can work with that. Now, what brings you to our little slice of Sovngarde?
Good question. Why are we here?
We were looking for screaming walls with and I kind of like just flash my magic a little bit with things like this on it.
And we're looting.
You have the most peculiar curse.
Curse.
What do the markings on your face mean?
No clue.
You're not supposed to be flashing that around.
I mean, anybody who sees me do your thing.
Gets killed.
No witnesses.
You're rolling deception.
Yes. Because I have an I don't know the meaning as in like why it is there.
Mm-hmm.
I do know that it is dragon language.
Mm-hmm.
So is that deception? Because like I know
You are purposefully withholding, which makes it deception.
that's a grand total of 13.
You don't know, eh? I suppose there are ways that we could convince you to be more forthcoming.
I beg your pardon, madam.
I'm gonna go out around the other way.
As you start repositioning, the one just raises their hand and says, "Stay right there, where I can see you. We're having a conversation. Let's not be impolite."
I'm gonna keep moving.
Is that what they're having, a conversation? It sounds very threatening.
Yes.
I do not consent to have you force me to.
No means no, damn it.
No. The answer is no. It is my affliction to try and figure out what the heck to do with it. So no.
Okay. As Lazalia continues to move, the hand that she had raised to you, she'll just sort of twist and pull as she casts a spell in Lazalia's direction. I am going to need a will save.
I don't have reactive spell casting in this
The
particular.
Wednesday do.
22.
If I did, though, I would be casting Fireball.
Alright, you fail your save.
What? My DC's 25. My spell DC.
How many of those are you gonna roll?
Okay, the first 6 were exclusively 1s and 2s.
But how many times did you roll? Like 8?
Yeah. You take 18 points of mental damage, and you are frightened too. As you're creeping along, and she is flicked and twisted, pulled her hand, what appears before you is the image of your mother being slowly pulled apart by innumerable blades and glowing magic. And this shakes you to your core, and you feel your stomach sink down low in your gut until it seems to pass right beyond your hips, as though you've lost all of your innards all at once.
Upon seeing the magic being cast at my ally, I cast Fireball in such a way that we won't get hit, but they will.
That will conclude the surprise round, and we're going to roll initiative.
Okay. I figured I would try.
I did.
23 for me.
I hit in a lot of things.
29.
$26.
What did you have left?
I had 23. Gislod has 24.
That's a big, heavy one.
It
It
is.
scares me when you roll that one.
Okay. So, combat will start. I'm gonna pull up a map.
Question: does the roll that I rolled
Bless
for the fireball
Hmm?
that I will be casting
Oh, we
on
go
my
over doing
turn,
that.
is that what we'll go with?
It'll be a fresh roll, I'm afraid.
No, that's all good. Just figured I would ask.
May the fresh roll be better.
Hopefully. Because I don't even think I broke halfway.
So how do I unfrighten myself?
I can
It
fix
reduces by 1 each round,
Oh,
but it
How
should
many levels
be
are you? Just
2.
one?
too frightened. A lot of things changed.
But yeah, it's a -2 to basically everything.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense.
First is going to be, well, first we're going to need our map built. So we've got the 2 in their chairs, and then everybody kind of there with Lazalia up there.
I don't think Rosalia would have been that far along, but
Yeah.
Okay, ready for initiatives?
Excellent, thank you. I'm just setting the table over here, so to speak.
bum ba-da-dum. So I'm seeing my mother being ripped apart.
I can fix that.
My mother being ripped apart, or
No, you're seeing that.
oh, okay, good.
So
Ah!
the 2 of them, rising in unison from their seats, are going to cast, or, well, they each get their own turns, I apologize. Number 2 is going to rise from her seat.
They got over 29 initiative.
30 fucking 5.
Both of them?
John.
One of them.
Yep. Which
Number
one first,
2.
1 or 2?
2. rises from her seat as she swirls her arms around and casts haste.
Dispel magic.
Dispel magic?
I have dispel magic.
Alright.
I think you have to know the spell in order to cast it.
Should I make a knowledge thing check?
A knowledge thing.
I don't know that you can use Dispel Magic as a reaction.
Am I confusing it with counterspell?
You may be. Dispel Magic is your standard, like, on my turn, I attempt to dissolve the magic.
Yeah.
Sorcerer, Witch... Wizard... No, you're right. No, I mixed up counterspell and dispel magic.
Okay. So, she stands up, swirls her hands, and casts haste on herself. After which she is going to scurry back to about this corner and then cast shield and prepare for combat with a grin.
Where is she moved to?
She's running away
Bottom right.
already.
Bottom right. Okay.
Lydia is actually next. Wow. She rolled a 19 plus a bunch of things. She is going to just, confident and cool as a cucumber, stride directly towards 3. She's going to make a mild athletics check to just, like, jump onto the table, draw her sword, and attempt to stab the other one in the throat.
Go, Lydia, go!
Unfortunately, they already have mage's armor on them, and you see the shimmer of that as it just sort of glances off of the throat, as the other one just sort of sits there with hands folded in lap. Next will be Sigmund.
Who has Paarthurnax?
I do currently. He's with me, and he was told to go to you if things go bad. Like, insofar as, like, if I'm swimming.
Going underwater.
Because I can breathe underwater, but I doubt he can. Who knows? It's a weird day.
Is the bag waterproof? Pet cache?
It should be. It's an extra dimensional space.
I'm going to probably use 2 actions.
To get down to 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I not be in your way?
I mean, I know what I'm gonna
You haven't got
cast.
the time to discuss. It's the heat of the moment.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, like, come on, bitch, let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm walking over, pull up my...
Alright.
16 plus 14 for an even 30.
Okay.
You like that number.
30 will
I
hit.
do. I love round numbers. 7 plus 6, 13 points.
Oh, you know what this is? I forgot to take my allergy medication this morning.
I was going to say
no.
cocaine.
Yes, because I totally do drugs. It's like pulling teeth to get me to take Tylenol.
Stay in drugs, don't do school. Or whatever that saying is.
So, she raises her shield to try and block, and you just sort of smash through it and into the forearm. You've made a clear cut in the arm, but she's a lot hardier than you'd have expected. That's all 3 for you. Lazalia is next.
So with this frightened condition, I can't move closer, right?
That is not true. You just have negatives to a bunch of things.
Oh, that
Fleeing is the one you're thinking of.
or frightened for
Another
D&D.
Another game.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna quick draw and shoot 3.
Okay.
How close am I to that one, Lazalia?
Lazalia?
Yeah.
25 feet.
Wonderful. On the first attack that she does, I cast, for the first time ever, my shadow projectile.
That sounds threatening.
So for the first one. I need a will saving throw from whoever she's hitting.
3.
3.
Sorry, a will save?
Will save.
Will save. That is cocked. Landed on the chain. That is not great. 24.
Is a failure. So the creature is flat-footed against the triggering attack and takes full damage from my illusory projectile. So the first attack is flat-footed, which means you get the sneak attack damage as well.
21.
21 to hit. 21 does not hit.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Well, that's going to be a 13 points of illusory damage from me.
Okay.
And then I'm going to shoot again.
Naturally.
And that is like way better at 16.
Yeah.
So
Can you, like, duck behind the chair and hide?
is there a chair there? Oh, okay, it's all mixed up in the thing.
Yeah.
I'll try that.
Scooch and hide?
Yeah. Dive behind the chair.
Alright, rolling your hide. Noted.
Okay.
That is it for Lazalia. Just slide us next.
Oh, wait a minute. Do I drop by a frightened now at the end of my turn?
Yeah, drop it 1.
That's right. Gislad is going to, like, telekinetic projectile. Oh my god, so many things here. Telekinetic projectile. I mean, 1 bulk or less. Is a chair 1 bulk or less?
There's bowls
Yeah.
on the table.
Sure, he'll just, like, yeet one of the candles at number 3.
Okay.
Fire!
Fire!
Wow, 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 wow.
Weird.
That's gonna be a natural 17, which is gonna be like a 30. 1 second. Yes. Actually, we'll say that he inspires courage and then projectiles.
Okay.
Because that makes way more sense strategically.
Yes.
So yeah, that's gonna be a 31 to hit.
31 hit.
Lovely. So then, that is actually a really nice set of rolls. A 4, 6, and a 5.
15.
15 plus 5, it's 21. Because you get the extra point of damage from Inspire Courage.
Alright, number 3 gets domed with a bowl.
Racked.
Candlestick.
With a
With the candle on fire.
Yeah.
Just like going for the eye. And then, let's go fight these assholes!
A little bit of melted wax dribbles down the face and scalds the skin.
Was that Inspire Courage?
Inspire Courage.
Iruian is next.
I cast Fireball.
Dios mío!
In such a way as, like, I want to get 2. Obviously.
Yeah, you can aim for like the exact corner of the room, and
Then you're not
not
gonna get 3,
signaled.
but if you aim it like here, you can barbecue 3, 2, and me.
Yes, I'm trying to save Lydia if I can.
Yeah, because Lydia's right there.
It's a 20-foot burst, so that's 20 feet in each direction.
Yes. You could in fact get 2, 3, and Sigmund.
Okay, wonderful.
Without getting Lydia?
So,
Except Sigmund can heal himself. That's
Yeah.
the difference.
Just barely. I can imagine a circle in which that is possible.
Okay.
okay. I am going to have everybody who that is affecting give me a reflex save, please. DC 25.
We got a 20.
Ah, critted!
We got a 22 and a 33.
22 fails.
Okay.
33 is just a plain success, so that takes half damage.
Okay.
Reflex?
Reflex.
30!
Okay, so you just succeed, so you also take half damage. Oh, 1 second. My tower is eating my dice.
Whoops.
13.
The boss never precious.
Double sixes. 13, 19, 29. 29, 30, 41.
Damn.
This shit is on fire!
So 41
So 20.
is the full.
Yes.
So 20 for you who succeeded in the throw.
Noted. Yeah.
And
So 20. Oh,
20
40.
point.
You
41.
take 20 damage.
41 points of damage is for the number 3. There is not persistent fire. It's sort of like a gunpowder flash, which is shh and then gone. I would assume.
Pretty much. The whole bottom right corner of the room is engulfed in flame for a moment, and the 3 people involved in it are well and truly singed.
And
Blood of Saint Alessia, watch where you're shooting those things!
And I cast shield on myself.
Okay. Next is other bad guy. Number 3 is from their position going just to walk back to about here.
No, other way. Other way. 3 is behind me, not in front of everybody.
Oh, sorry.
Number 3 goes up to about here. And then really did not terribly enjoy getting roasted like that. Is going to shoot daggers at Aruian and cast Phantasmal Killer. I need a will save from you.
Is this a fear effect?
That sounds really bad.
Is it? Yes.
Okay. Inspire Courage does give +1 to fear saves.
Okay.
Will, you said?
Yes.
That's not going to be enough. That becomes a 19, 20. Dirty 20.
Okay. Regular fail.
A lot of dice.
It is.
24 points of mental damage. You are frightened too, as the image conjured before you, you can see, almost like an out-of-body experience, yourself being captured and tortured, and your family's home being burnt to the ground.
Yeah.
All sort of in a flash before you, but it all makes perfect sense, as though it's slowed down and you're watching the whole thing in gruesome, agonizing
Detail.
I am going to use my reaction, the Dunmer Vengeance.
Okay, so you get bonus to something for someone who has attacked an ally?
Frequency is once per 10 minutes, triggered by me or an ally you can see, are damaged by an enemy's... Oh, it's a critical hit. Only by a critical hit.
Okay.
Never mind, no reaction.
Apologies. And that is it for number 3. We come back round to number 2, who is right up in Sigmund's burning face.
I'm mad about it.
Is going to cast Vampiric Touch. And just like reach out with unnaturally bony fingers and grasp around your throat and take a fortitude save for me.
$28.
Okay, you succeed, so you're going to take half of 26. You're going to take 13 negative damage, and they are going to absorb some of your vitality. And then they have enough for 2 stride actions, so they are going to, from their position, move all the way up to where number 3 is. Consolidate their forces.
I'd like to imagine that when she tried to grab my neck, like the amulet of Talos like glowed really bright and defended me.
I got you.
Yeah, I got you, fam.
Lydia is next. She's just going to stride off the table towards number 3 and take a swing at it. That definitely hits and deals 10 points of damage. And then she's going to raise her shield.
She is in the wall. Can't do that.
Sigmund is next.
From the angle, if I were to draw a straight line
Yep.
between 2 and 3.
Not from your current position, you'd have to reposition.
Okay, that I can do. I will reposition in such a way that I get a straight line between the two of them.
Yeah, that works.
And I will cast Searing Light. Like
Don't
super
forget, you get +1 to attack rolls and +1 to damage.
Oh, I still have Inspired Courage.
Yeah, because it hasn't gone back to Friend's turn yet.
15 plus thing. 15 for 30.
30 hits.
It's a lucky number.
What is with 30 for you today?
That's 3 times. And then that's 5d6. I need more. Sorry, 5d6. But they are not undead, unfortunately.
Do you need more?
No,
There's
they're
2
not
more.
undead. Oh, hello. 16 total for both.
Alright.
Assuming, because they're in a straight line.
Yes. Yes.
And
And
is it
assuming
like,
30 beats both their ACs.
Yes.
is it like a radiant?
Yes, but it only deals, well, it deals normal fire damage to living people, and then it deals bonus radiant damage to undead.
Okay.
Are they undead?
They are not undead.
Azalea is next.
Oh, did you? I am sneaky.
You can try.
Well, you rolled.
Well, yes, but you don't get to know.
Oh.
It will result in a flat-footed bonus.
Oh,
So it'll bring down their AC a little
okay,
bit.
so first attack.
Kill.
Number 3, is it?
Number 3.
Because that's the one that put the vision in my head. So that's the one I'm focused on killing because she's making me cry about my mother.
Okay.
She's also the one who hit me.
37.
Yes. That
To
will
hit.
in fact be a crit on a sneak attack. They in for some trouble.
So
The whole flat-footed and the way crit works in Pathfinder 2 makes rogues super deadly.
Super deadly. Well, they should be. It's kind of their thing.
Yeah.
that is not terrible. And that is 22.
But it encourages
25,
setting up attacks.
28, and 6 is
34.
34.
Do you have the extra 1 point of damage?
Yeah, I've got it in there. Like
Okay.
I clicked it off. 34, so that's 68.
Yeah, so, what kind of arrow was it?
It was lightning.
Yeah, so they are fried and melted and burnt all at the same time. They are reduced to little more than a skeleton in robes, but still, she is upright.
Don't forget to tally off your stuff.
Yeah, I do it at the end of my
Okay.
thing.
Just
So that was action 1.
Bitch, please, you're still up?
action 2, if she's shooting again, is not going to be hidden, correct?
Yes.
It will be just a normal attack?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so I am going to
She will take persistent fire damage if you fire at somebody else and don't kill them. Maybe.
how?
You're
Oh, for the next round.
the next round.
Okay. 2 is looking too healthy. I'm gonna go after 2.
That triggers my response.
I rolled 18 again.
Damn.
So that is 10, 28, 32.
32 will be a critical hit.
Remember, kids,
I also need a
threatening your
will
dice
saving
works.
throw, please.
Whoa.
Natural 20 plus a bunch. 37.
Okay, so that is a critical.
Are they still flat-footed?
It's not. The.
I thought it made them flat-footed for her attack.
Oh, hold on. And this is. Oh, hold on. This is a different person. Okay. The will save is to see if it's affected. Critical success, creature is unaffected. Success, creature is flat-footed against a triggering attack.
Okay.
Failure, flat-footed, takes full damage. And then critical failure is same as above, just double the damage. But they got a critical success, so...
Okay. No sneak attack, just regular attack.
Yeah, I had to sneak off 34.
Yeah.
34, but it's critted. So did you double the damage?
Oh, I didn't.
You don't need to. I'll save you. 34 would have been 68 again, anyways.
6.
For number 2.
Yeah.
Vaporized.
Oh, she switched targets.
Yes.
Yeah, number 2.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
So that's 68.
God damn.
Yeah.
Talos, damn.
Talos, damn! Your arrow sails through the air and just goes right through the skull and shatters it into 1,000 pieces. And she just sort of like drops to her knees and crumbles to the ground into this putrid green-black smog that surrounds the area immediately next to her in a 5-foot circle, which includes Lydia. Sorry. I rolled 3 ones
Should I
there.
leave it up there? Oh, you know what I can do? Because we have markers for this.
I'm going to...
Lydia is going to take she gets a save against it, doesn't she?
Lydia's in the fog. But she hasn't moved.
Lydia takes 26 points of
Oh, shit.
negative damage from the fog that emanates from this thing. The fog does dissipate almost immediately, so I appreciate the drawing, not entirely necessary. But yeah, so I suppose Lazalia has one more action.
John?
How hurt
you put
is
the box
Lydia?
down and away? Just down and away.
How hurt is Lydia?
I mean, she's a stoic lass. She doesn't really show what
Just
she's
in
feeling.
case, because we don't want to...
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try another shot at number 3. I'm feeling really good about myself right now.
There's one way we can fix that.
You can bring my dice next time.
See, my dice are well trained.
18 again!
Well threatened.
So that's going to be 32 minus 5.
No, 18 plus 9 is 27 to hit.
Yeah, she was saying your previous roll minus 5. would
Oh,
get you to
sorry.
save. Oh, good.
It's okay.
27 will hit. I'll save your roll on the damage. She's real low and you do a whole bunch. She just kablams and turns into that green-black smog as well.
Oh, fuck.
Poor Lydia.
Lydia, critical fails.
Oh no.
Oh, shit.
Cool.
That's what I was worried about. That's why I asked.
So she's going to take 36 points of black smog.
She's gonna be
Ikiono.
down.
And she's just like, international sign for choking, drops to her knees and is like gasping and turning all kinds of black, green, and purple across any bits of exposed flesh that you can see.
I'm gonna run up and
Just like
throw a
cast
health
soothe.
potion down her.
Yeah.
Just lad casts Soothe.
In the name of Talos!
Between the three of you, she's just like almost full health right there.
Be healed!
And I'm gonna say, that's what you get for making me cry about my mother!
You know what? That base there? I'll push it over.
Okay?
Fuck him.
Can't knock it over. Too heavy.
And I have this freaking 18 strength score. No.
There you go. Good job.
I occasionally remember things, Alicia. Occasionally.
Oh, and I guess I can remove my frightened.
Yes.
Because I killed them bitches.
Yeah, you did.
My C is decreased with frightened.
So, it really does work better when I roll the right things.
And you have
Yep.
well-threatened dice.
Yes.
I think next week I'll bring my dice and
To experiment.
you will take them home with you
And
and threaten them all week long.
All right. So that is the two of them done and dusted.
What do they have for dinner?
I cast false life on myself.
Salmon steaks
Hell yeah, I'm taking that plate of dinner.
and baked potatoes.
That's good dinner. Got a good wine?
I kind of imagine that Paarthurnax may have eaten one of them already.
Ooh, that's
There's
their larder.
nothing left of them as they dissolved into that gas.
Damn. Oh, the people.
Oh, the gas went that far.
What?
No, they turned into gas.
They're no
No,
longer
no,
at the
I
table.
meant the food at the
Oh.
table.
No.
Yeah. Paarthurnax has already eaten almost all of it. He's currently trying to work his mouth around the rock warbler egg, but it is a bit big. He's gonna make it, but it's gonna take some effort.
I just walk over to it, take the knife on the table, crack it, and leave it in the bowl, and I walk forward away.
Is that their larder back there?
You're
He just,
so
like-
dejected.
He just like crunch, 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 and slurps up all of the egg, licks the bowl.
I love that he's getting bigger. It's fantastic. Alicia loves this. Alicia is so happy.
I
Alicia is also very terrified of what this means for going into a
Just grab a
town.
skeleton, just like crack it in the back of the head with my pommel.
Oh yeah, he's domed. Nothing left.
It's all.
Food and potions and a few ingredients.
Some raw bits.
Things to take
Barrels.
later.
Cooking.
There's a rabbit on the thing. I'll just sort of like take it down once Paarthurnax finished with the egg. I'll like toss the rabbit over to him.
I
He
do that.
snatches it out of the air and just like does the, and you can hear bones cracking as he twists it about.
I do that thing in movies, like when they take the cork out with their teeth and just like.
You want to come sit down?
Oh yeah, yeah. I thought you were like, do you want to fight? And I'm like, right now. Seems a little harsh.
John, you missed the thing.
Which thing?
The scale.
Ah,
That mom can't point around because you make a better door than a window.
I do. Oh, a handsome door though.
Pushing onward, you find what appears to be a flooded chamber.
And another.
You kill her with no problem.
Yeah, I do.
Excuse me, ma'am. Do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior Talos?
And of course, we're looting everything as we go along.
Oh, and the
Naturally,
chest,
we'll
chest
just
is
check
open,
here.
so.
Oh.
Pretty sweet robes will come back for those.
Yeah. I will.
Oh.
I'm gonna slap him.
You want to go water? You want to go door?
I
door.
want to go water.
Who are you
Okay.
leaving Paarthurnax with? All right.
Come here, buddy.
Good, because I put him in the freaking jug.
I have food for you.
Ooh, chests. I take everything and bring it up.
Naturally.
Take a nap.
She could.
Oh, hey Lydia, how you doing?
Is that a piece of salmon just floating on the roof right there?
Ah! It's called breathing water.
I'm going to take that book of water breathing so that I can give it to Gislad, because sometimes that does things.
All right, go ahead and mark that down.
Is there a way
How-
through there? Yeah.
Wait, hold on a second. How would you be able to read the pages after they've been submerged in water?
It's a magic
This
book,
is
after all.
fantasy.
It's a book on water breathing. It's not damaged by water.
I slapped the skeleton.
His head spins around 3 times before his whole body drops to the ground.
In the name of Talos.
Looting, looting, looting as we go.
Indeed, indeed.
Oh, we've got some more people!
There's another 2, but you have proven to me that 2 are not a problem.
Oh, look, and it's one of those things where just Slod might be able to do something. You! Dead!
Consider him dead, but upright.
Okay.
Ingredients, skull, bones.
Yep, take it all, take it all. Take it all!
Potions!
Potion.
Man, I got my work cut out for me looting this place later.
Yup.
Yes. Yeah.
Do we have is there a chamber pot in the
Good lord, why do you want a chamber pot?
in the house?
Yes.
I will try to look. Pick that. Oh.
How many chamber pots?
It's
will try.
apprentice, which is as easy as it comes. You can more than handle it.
Okay.
We think we should have more chamber pots.
Just
More than
More
one?
robes.
Yeah. Everybody should get their own chamber pot. That's what they call chamber pots.
It's
It's
one
usually one per room.
It is
So
literally
Lydia would have-
one room.
Lydia would have one, and
You bring your own. You bring your own chamber.
the guy that's
Oh,
taking
that's-
the master
Unlocking
bedroom would
the-
have one.
That would make sense.
Looting, looting. I would. Is that one alive?
Hmm?
Is that alive?
No,
No.
it's a dead bandit. But that is a master necromancer.
I've been treating the rest of them kind of like that. Is there anything you'd like to say to him before we say that he's dead?
Repent, sinner.
Why the hell do you people like dank, dark places? This is wet. Just die.
Always got a stick.
Because this is where we are left alone.
Repent, sinner.
I will do no such thing.
Then die, sinner.
But you shall recant everything there is to know about you.
Nope. Acid arrow.
Sword.
Pew!
I cast sword.
You guys make a pretty short work of him. I said, die.
He looks like he's got a poop. He's like all hunched over and
Ah.
I got to poop, guys.
Oh, and there's a chest in the corner.
He got robes and he got staff.
Yep, we'll loot everything. I'll go down into the water and loot
Yep.
as well.
There's a dudder door.
He pulled up the bridge for some reason. Some more loot.
Dudder door. Round, round we go. Looting, looting.
You need a better decorator.
Open wooden door.
Ah, this place. It's at this point that just like goes, see? I told you there would be a place where we would finally get back to the start. Not a worry at all.
This one loves the architecture of this realm. Everything has an easy shortcut out.
We know it's a lazy people.
That's it.
Yep, and then I will do my typical... Oh, there's an actual ramp there.
Oops.
Oh well.
Not like you could have got very far up there anyways.
Yep, that's okay.
Let's get the hell out of this stinking place.
Did we actually look at all the doors?
Yes, we did.
Okay. Well, that was pretty damn fun.
Yeah.
I think you and I have different definitions of the word fun.
Especially muzzles.
Hey,
Yes. Yes.
Paarthurnax,
Right.
do you know if you can swim?
Let's find out.
Hey.
No like sound of swimming.
Breathe underwater?
Don't think so.
Okay.
Kind
Just
of
figured I'd check.
As you're standing here, you notice that just across the water is another set of standing stones.
Oh, right there.
I'm going to strip off my armor
Okay.
because it's and I don't know, tie it in a pack or something.
It
Cause
just leaves a pile of gold armor.
I'm gonna like tie it up in a pack and carry it with me.
Or you can just leave it here, come back
Okay, fine.
We'll like have a lunch, get the smell of necromancer off of us.
It's dangerous to swim with armor on.
That's how my great-grandfather went, says Lydia.
Sorry for your loss.
So are you going over there by yourself?
I will swim with him. I'll just, like, he won't know that I'll be there because I'll just be underwater, like, watching him go.
This one does not want to get his fur wet unless it is necessary. You will tell us of the blessing given by this stone, yes?
He just has his great sword strapped to him. It's like swimming underneath him when he's wearing his skivvies.
You don't know. I don't follow you right away. I come after you do, and then I just, like, along the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take Paarthurnax up onto the...
For some hunting?
Yeah.
Good.
Teach him how to look for
The
things.
Lady Stone.
I'm gonna
Okay.
come out of the water as well.
Holy shit! What are you doing here? It's in a
I've seen you in less. You never go alone.
When?
Do you not remember that time that you came running up after a bat?
I do.
Yes. Now I do.
Case in point. Besides, it's not anything that I haven't seen before. What is
Puts
this?
his great sword in front of it.
It is a standing stone, well protected by the stones and arrangement around it, with the image of a beautiful woman carved into the stone.
Touch it.
Just got to double check.
It's glowing up top.
It does glow. For a brief moment, it seems.
With the blessing of the lady, you regenerate 2 health points every round that you spend conscious.
That's dope.
If you are unconscious, the regeneration stops. As long as your mind is active enough to hold the love of the lady in your thoughts, you will always be, well, healthy.
And you can only have one or the other stone.
Yes.
Okay.
So whatever your previous one leaves you now.
So I lose my +1 to...
Wasn't
Wisdom?
it +2 to wisdom here?
Yeah. So I took that off. Because I had the button clicked. And so I just took it off.
Very neat. Because, like, you got hurt in that battle, didn't you? You
I
did. So you just sort of sit there for a little bit and just all of a sudden just start feeling better.
Yeah.
So this will be every time he's conscious.
Every 6 seconds that he spends conscious, he regenerates 2 hit points.
That'll be good in a battle when you're dying.
Yes.
Once he's unconscious, it stops until he is woken up.
Oh, I have to take off a health potion. Shit.
Alright.
And with that, I think we come to a perfectly reasonable stopping point. It may be the midpoint in the day, but you've all earned a rest.
Paarthurnax has earned a little bit of hunting.
He's not the most graceful hunter you've seen.
He hasn't had to practice yet.
No, but
I'm teaching him.
well, he's not fast enough to catch anything that's seen him. So he starts to adopt a tactic of climbing maybe 5 feet up a tree, and then turning so he's facing down and just wait for something to come near, and then just like jump and crush them.
Bless him. Bless his heart.
Oh god.
I'm gonna tell him. Now remember, don't go far. We have food we can give you. Don't go far.
Only go where find food.
No. Don't go. Can he tell a distance? I'm just gonna say don't go beyond Like, I'm gonna give him a certain point not to go beyond. And if he's a good boy and doesn't and comes back, I will give him some food. I have some special food in my pack.
Hunt here. Get food. Get more food.
Yes.
Animals
If
and
you
children.
go
man.
too far, poor Ruyan is gonna be sad.
No go far. Bring food here.
Okay. Good boy.
Children and animals, man. Children and animals.
You return to the rest of the party and you hear sort of and then a crunch. And then the sound of flesh being torn from bone.
When they get back, I'm gonna tell Ruyan how good of a boy he's being.
I've since put pants on.
Very good. I think, ladies and gentlemen, we will call it there. It's been a wonderful session. We fought some bad people wearing black robes.
We fought some bandits wearing gold.
Yep.
I got some bitch in new armor.
We fought a lot of necromancers today.
I want these dice back next week.
They need fighting.
Well, to all the folks at home, thank you so much for joining us
Maybe
today.
they were just really happy
We will be
about being
back
out.
on Twitch next Wednesday at 6 p.m. We won't have Sandra, sadly, so it will be John's first time piloting 2 characters for us. We'll see
God
how
help
it
us
goes.
all.
Killer,
Especially
you're dead.
Talos.
I told you that already.
Talos, be with us.
Thanks again for being here, and we'll see you next time.
Bye. Or else.